We ready?
Let me click go live. It'll start the pre-show. Do you need to do anything with your piano or keyboard?
No, bro.
You're not setting any of that
No.
up? How come?
Fuck.
Why?
Jesus.
Why?
Christ.
Because you waited till the last minute, huh?
Dude, this is a specific fucking show today. Okay? This is mode time, baby.
All right, so you're in show mode now?
Yeah, of course.
Hey, Jared. I'm sorry to bother you. Could you do me a quick favor and see if there's any brewskis in there and grab me one? That'd be swell. Oh, there's some Guinness in the side. Give me one of those. Perfect. Thanks, chum. All right, y'all ready to go live? Go ahead and hit it whenever you're ready.
Is it the end of the world? Yes, it is the end of the world. And it's also the beginning of a brand new, solid Juggalo world for us all to enjoy.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Hey!
Oh, yeah. Welcome. Here we go. This is it, y'all. We're here.
Gang.
Welcome. This is Deck One's Out, the last minute Juggalo podcast. My name is Kyle, a.k.a. Keezy, if you'd like, and these are my homeboys.
What's up? I am just Chris or just Chris. The options are endless.
Cover low, y'all.
Of course, we got Carver Law. And we got Jared over here. He's on the side, but he's just chilling.
Just hanging.
Chilling.
You know Jared. He's been on some shows.
Hanging and banging, Jack.
He's been on some shows before, so everybody knows what's up.
Church.
That's what's up. So welcome everyone.
Welcome.
This show, man, look, I took 2 polls last week.
Yeah.
I took 2 polls to see if people gave a shit about like us talking about the album or if they wanted to hang. According to Twitter, 69% of you want more focused reviews.
More focused reviews.
Yes.
Yeah. That's Twitter.
It's hard. It's very hard to focus.
It is.
Look. Yeah, right. Okay. And then you also did it did you do it on Insta or something like that?
I
too?
did it on
what else?
YouTube, but you know what? Posting on YouTube is hard. I don't understand
I
how
agree.
to post on YouTube.
YouTube is a pain in the ass.
But anyways, I did post on there, and according to those, let me vote real quick. Here, I'll vote. All right, 69% of people like more focused
Like the
reviews.
more
I know,
focused reviews.
dude. I know. Damn, that's what I said was damn.
well, here's the
Guess
thing,
we're
though.
a review show now.
I think, yeah, well, I think it's nice to have a balance. When you're really
Yes.
passionate about an album, review that shit super duper focused.
Yes.
And when it's, it's a okay album or under or whatever, just let the conversation go where it will,
And our homeboy JP the Wicked Ninja, shout out to him. He comments on every one of our videos, but never joins us live. He made a good point. He said it depends on the album. If it's new, like 300 Monster, I enjoy the BSing and making fun. But if it's OG, like One Less G, the tracks and lyrics should be discussed. And I do agree.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the long and short of it.
And
man.
for us, most of those albums that we would do that for are we've already done.
Yeah,
them.
so
Right,
we're into the BSing stage of the show.
of the podcast. Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why today we did want to bring you something that we probably won't BS through, because this is an album we all cherish.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, one of my favorite rap albums of all time.
So
easily.
we wanted to
I'd
show
agree. It's in my top 5.
we wanted to show you guys that we're not just a BSing podcast. We're not a review podcast either.
No,
that was never our intention.
Yeah.
We wanted to just talk about some of our favorite music. That was the goal, right?
Yeah.
We're done. The favorite music's done.
Yeah, for the most part.
Other than today, pretty much.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna get episodes of us BSing over Wicked or
Yeah.
whatever other fucking album got lost in the mix throughout the years. You know. what I'm
Facts
saying?
are, though, shit is always happening in the Juggalo world. There's still shitloads to cover. You've still got like all the friends of Psychopathic. You've still got amazing underground artists like the Tunnel Runner CD, which will be coming up in the future.
Yeah.
You've got shit. We're friends with some dope ass fucking Juggalo rappers. So I mean, there's definitely avenues to go down from here. But yeah,
There's a few albums that I really cherish that are kind of Jug adjacent.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
This
absolutely.
this is a good example of one of those. But
Yeah.
what other off the top of your head can you think of any?
Well, we've talked about the Blessed Nation
yes.
Yeah,
album.
Blessed
That
Nation,
is
Sugar
that
Jason.
that debuted on Sub Noise. That's a really good album, and I really love that group. So.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Jug
absolutely.
Adjacent. I
Jug
would-
adjacent.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we did do the John Cena album,
Yeah, that's
And like theoretically,
although that wasn't Jug
you
Adjacent.
could do Friends of Psychopathic, like 3-6 Mafia, Cottonmouth Kings, et cetera, et cetera.
There's
Friends
plenty.
of Fam.
There's
Yeah.
plenty to do, but asking us to really give a shit about some of those is a tall
Order, bro.
Yeah.
Tall order.
It really is. We try, but
And you have to think. I think one big part of the charm of this is it's old school juggalos. These guys are very much knowledgeable on the new stuff. They've kind of kept up. I have not at all. I'm having a good time learning about this shit and like getting back into the juggalo world. And I get to do that shit with chat and like all of the fans and shit like
So
that.
talk some more
Yeah.
about that. What have you been? What kind of diving have you been doing?
As anyone in the Discord chat will know, I've been listening to the new Joker's cards one by one. We're going to talk about them on the show, so I'm not going to get too far ahead. But I've knocked 2.5 out of the way. I'm working on my third Joker's card right now. So I'm listening to that stuff, and then after that, I'm going to go back and listen to the extra albums like Twisted, things like that I haven't listened to. I think the last Twisted album I even heard. Was Abominations or whatever.
Yeah. I mean that album is great, and we when we went in depth on it, we found that out. That's one cool thing about doing the shows. When we do out some albums where we don't think we're gonna give that much of a shit about, we're sometimes surprised. And Abominations was one of those.
Hell yeah.
And we knew that was heavily regarded by the Juggalos, but neither of us had really given it much thought. But I think we both ended up really liking it.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard not to
Sure,
like that one. That one was really good.
Get off topic, but this I'm getting fatter. this shirt is holding on for dear life, boys. This is my cat shirt. It's like a cat tripping.
That's cool, dude.
And,
I like
yeah,
it.
you gotta like a shirt where a cat is hallucinating and tripping balls. But this motherfucker is snug, boys.
There's a Vinny cat drop. Go find that. I just put that in
Vinny cat
on
drop?
page 2.
Yeah.
I put some new drops for Carver to have fun with today.
But yeah, chat. So today we are absolutely doing
That
a
sounds like a
fucking
cat with a bad attitude.
love album of ours, man.
Look, he
Oh,
do
wait.
it again.
Oh,
Hit it.
yeah.
Oh, let me see that shirt again.
Show that shirt.
That sounds like a cat with a bad attitude.
Right, church. Yeah, the fucking legend,
Sorry.
man. Sorry. Hell yeah. Vinny the fucking legend, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
well, we have more to talk about that, but not today. But
Not today, yeah, that's bigger.
But
anyway, yeah.
we will be. We're going to be reviewing Tech 9, and we want to make sure we give it like a good chance, a good time of day. Now that we also do have tickets that were bestowed upon us to the Columbus Obliteration Show.
Absolutely,
I don't know if
yes.
Carver even is aware of this.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
So
What?
we have a pair of tickets that we can give away. today.
Yeah, that we can
Okay.
give away to the Obliteration Tour. Like, obviously, we had the option of taking them and going ourselves, but nah.
Nah, not on a Wednesday night. my
I would
fam.
Yeah,
much
sorry,
rather.
That's the only.
Yeah, I'd much rather give them to somebody who would enjoy it.
Yeah,
Exactly,
Well,
yeah.
I
And
watched
there's-
I watched one of the Obliteration shows on YouTube, and I felt I got it. I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
That was enough for me, you know.
Absolutely,
So
man.
if anybody wants to go to the Columbus, Ohio Obliteration Show next week, Wednesday, I think it's the 21st. Yes, I got tickets.
We have 2 tickets.
You can call in, and we're gonna have like a little contest. But I only want people to call in if they actually can go.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're not going to use the tickets, no point in calling in. You know
So
what
I mean, while we don't normally do stuff like this, I think so. I'm not sure exactly how well this will go, but I want to leave it open throughout the show. If you want to call and get tickets, you can. I don't
Yeah.
know the number; it'll flash through the
Call and get to- so
on
how
the
does
bottom.
this work?
Um,
Just call in and say, "Hey, give me a ticket."
no, we have a contest.
Okay.
But we can only do the contest if we have someone
We need
within the local
Yes.
Columbus, Ohio area
Yes.
who wants to go to. It's a very specific contest.
Or
so you
know
have to
what?
live in Columbus.
No, you don't have to live in Columbus. You could just live near and
Yeah,
want to
true.
go to the
Yeah, church.
Obliteration.
Now,
Show.
if you
the
want- if
number
you're
is
near
the number's
Columbus.
9706 6.
Yeah. So 970-633-2586 if you're listening
Yep.
instead of watching. That's the number 970-633-2586. 888-6.
Yes.
You can call and win some tickets if you're anywhere around Columbus and you don't yet have tickets to the Obliteration Tour. Or if you do have tickets and you would just like to bring 2 of your friends who, might not be able to get tickets or who are new to ICP or whatever.
Oh, we should say what the contest is. That way people could prepare if they want to.
Church, exactly. All the contests, it's real easy. This is a Tech 9 album that we're doing. You give us a call, rap one verse. You can pick any verse from the album. If you hit most of it right on cue, we'll give you the tickets for free.
Yeah,
that's it.
If
For
we could
free.
get at least 2
Zero
of you,
charge.
if 2 of you would call in, that way we could do a little bit of a contest of it.
Right.
That'd be great. But
I know this isn't our normal stream time. We're asking a tall order because you not only have to live near our city in Columbus, but you also have to not have tickets to this show that you really want to see. It's an odd contest, but that's how we do it.
Hey,
at Deck One Del.
like I said, if nobody wins it, I'll
Actually-
just take my 13-year-old.
Also to keep this out there, our Juggalette contest is still ongoing. By the
It's
way,
still ongoing.
Still ongoing.
Listen-
if you are a Juggalette and you are listening to this show, message us on any platform, and I will send you a free Cartoon Nightmare shirt. You can pick any one. That's these dope ass designs back here that you see. We've got the great Mojo Jojo. We've got the amazing Cat Dog Brothers or Meow Brothers.
You'll learn.
I forgot what it's. I'm learning the
You'll
names.
learn.
You got the Carnival of Dumb Fuck.
All right, so yes, that
Cat
contest.
Bitch, Carnival.
So we got
Cat
2
Bitch.
contests going right now.
Yeah,
so
that's
there you
amazing.
go.
Yeah, there you go. 2 contests, and that will continue on. One day, a Juggalette will watch this show, and she's going to be like, you know what?
All she's got to say is, "Hey, I watched the show. Can I have that shirt?" And we'll be like, "Yes."
Yes, have the show. Until that day happens, that contest will continue.
Because our
So that's
demographic is
on the
all 100% men.
Yeah, this is the Sausage Fest fucking podcast. So if there is one girl out there listening, we appreciate you so much. We're going to send you a free shirt.
I posted a picture of it. Look on YouTube. Look, our demographics are 99.1% male,
And 1% female. So she has we've had one Juggalette listen to this podcast, and she was like, "Not for me."
Yeah, pretty much.
Literally listen. Oh man, that's great, dude.
Oh shit! Oops.
right.
Anyways, so we got those 2 contests. Shout out to Solid Psycho and Violent J the Country Singer and DJ Slug in the chat. We see y'all. We love you.
Now the name of the ninja that gave the tickets? Let's shout that dude out.
Oh,
Because
yes.
he's a real
That's a
motherfucker
great
for
point.
doing that. Dude.
I meant to shout out.
Yeah,
These
he's
are
a real motherfucker. He's a fan of the show. He hit us up on social. Literally had zero reason to give us these tickets, but did it like just being cool as
So
fuck.
here you go, bro.
Yeah.
His name is Rick Muir. Shout out to you, Rick Muir.
Hey, you're the man,
You're the
Rick.
man. He's,
You're
from,
the man,
he's from
Rick.
Canada, and he's a fan of the show.
Yeah,
And these are tickets to the Two-Headed Monster tour.
I
Yeah.
am a fan.
The purple-headed
of the
monster, yeah.
the purple-headed
The-
people eater tour.
Did I say that the two-headed and one asshole?
The purple-headed yogurt slinger.
Two-headed
I'll let you decide who's the asshole.
It changes.
It
It changes by the day. The 3-headed monster, one head is an asshole, and it changes by the day. Isham, I think, is always one of the heads, but the asshole changes depending on what day it is.
Yes.
But anyway,
Well, look.
get to this album.
Yeah, we don't got a whole lot of time to waste, so
Right.
let's get into the album. But
Plus, this is what people want, and let's give them that.
So while you should
Yeah.
announce this on the deck scored. Oh, I like how you did
Is
that.
the desk?
He said you should announce it in the deck scored. Yeah, I should.
Absolutely.
Before we get into the album, we did have a couple show and tells. I wanted Carver to show this.
Oh yeah, that shit is fire.
Whatever else you want to show, but he has one particular thing that is like a.
Well, I remember specifically on the one of the we didn't talk too much, but Tech 9 got really popular in the Juggalo world around 2003. I would say he went to the he came to the Gathering, and then they went the Wicked Wonka tour. And
Yeah,
that's
I can
when-
remember that. Yep.
And I remember that's when he became really popular and
Yep.
like well known and pretty much a staple in the Juggalo world. But at
Yeah.
that tour, we got they had a great merch booth. I mean, you could tell they were taking ideas from Psychopathic, of course.
Yeah.
But they had more. I think they had some cooler shit than Psychopathic
Yeah,
at
I got
that
one.
time.
I got one of those.
Epically,
I got one of those embroidered like Tech 9 logo shirts, but it hurt my nipples every time I wore it.
They
Yeah,
put
they
like
were-
jersey material, like the jersey embroiderment shit on
Yep.
T-shirts. But
Yeah,
the
yeah.
T-shirts were really heavy. They were like Carhartt T-shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
You could get they had records, so they had these I'm a Tell singles, and I remember you could Tech Nine did not have many people that were in the line to like meet him or anything, so you could just walk right up to him and be like, hey, talk to him, and we bullshitted with him and everything. So yeah, I'm a Tell signed. We sat there and bullshit, got pictures with him.
Yeah,
Nobody
that's
was
cool.
there. Nobody cared. You know what I mean?
I got Shane's signed record right here, the same one.
yep. I do not have one of those.
I never bought one, but I did buy the nipple hurting shirt.
Don't huge fan. Yeah, I can remember when we got to the venue for the Wicked Wonka tour, me and Carver walked up to Tech's booth and no one was there. No one gave two fucks. We got to like talk with the crew, got to talk with Tech. It was amazing.
Chris
By
Calico.
the end
Chris
of that
Calico was there.
tour, he was huge. We must have been one of the first stops. I
Shit,
I
you
would
were there too.
imagine.
Yeah, you were there too. Yeah. So that was the great thing about Wicked Wonka is like before he went on, no one knew who he was. So it's like we got this great one-on-one time with him. Yeah. That's when we bought like all our shit. Yeah, it was amazing. But then I remember he got on and did, which we'll talk about on the album, I'm a Tell.
Yeah.
Game fucking. It was like you just knew that moment happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you could feel it. Like
Tech Nine was
shit,
a force,
it's over.
man. And once the Juggalos saw him, they got it instantly, I think.
Yeah, by the end of that tour, man, he was part of solidified in the Juggalo world.
Yeah.
Show the
They
shirt.
heard, the killer clowns in your town raising all hell. Like, yeah, that was game over. I think every
Backstory
Juggalo
is
heard that. But.
There was an airbrush artist here in Columbus that I met, got to know,
Mark?
and like, and
Mark something.
I would take him stuff, and he would do stuff and give me deals and everything. And one of the things was this.
This is airbrushed by this motherfucker, dude.
Hey.
It's crazy.
That's, yeah.
Yeah,
That shit is venom.
I took that to him, and I was like, "Yeah, man, just do a portrait of that."
God
And he
damn.
thought it was so dope. He didn't know who Tech Nine was, of course, but
Yeah.
he was like, "Man, that is really dope." And like,
That shit is a work of art, bro.
Yeah, it really is.
God damn.
yeah, and he you know, when you see
Fire,
you see those portraits, airbrush portraits in the mall or whatever of like Biggie and Tupac, he did that shit.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
kind of shit he did.
Show
So,
what's on the back?
on the back? I told him to do.
Oh, nice.
Bitter emotion, envy, and fear.
Yeah,
beef.
which was like this is when the Beef song came out.
Man, look how sharp that Tech 9 logo
Dude,
is.
it's perfect. He did a perfect job. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing
Bro,
bad.
that shit is sharp as fuck.
Oh my
So
God.
when that Beef song came out was when I took this. And I was like, yeah, put that. I told
Yeah,
him
that shit is
told him what
fire.
to do. But I remember at the gathering, I went to the gathering. I had this shirt on. I've only worn this shirt like 2 or 3 times. Had it on. And walked up to Tech with it, and he was like mind blown. He's like, "Holy shit! Oh my god!"
Yeah, right.
He's like, "I want to wear that on stage." Da 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 da. Come find me. Blah blah blah. I went and tried to find him, but of course I couldn't find him and shit.
Right.
But yeah, he said he was going to wear it on stage. Just come and find him. I even went backstage. I was like, "I'm supposed to meet Tech here to give him some clothes." They were like, "Oh yeah, hold on, let me go find him." Nothing ever happened.
That's great. I'm hi. I'm here. I'm supposed to meet Tech 9.
I'm supposed to meet Mr. Nine.
supposed to meet Aaron Yates here. He's going to borrow my shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Nine wants to borrow my shirt. Where is he?
Yeah. I'm sure
We'll
they're
be
like,
right back.
Yeah, exactly right.
So I had him sign it, and all he said was, "I love this Tech 9."
Yeah,
That's so cool,
just
man.
Fire, bro. That's fire.
That's a great relic, though. That
Yeah,
should
that's
should be
amazing.
passed down from generation to generation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and it was when he had, it was from the Murder Dog magazine, that classic cover. He had that,
Yep.
had that revolver, and he was, that sweet angle with the
Liberate
fucking
ma.
spiked hair. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
so love that shit. I've only worn it like 3 times.
Dude's the man. And we met him then, and then we did meet him on that little bootleg trailer, which I think we talked about on the show
yeah.
once.
That
There
was
was a
great.
they did this weird show that was like a festival, but somehow they got Tech Nine to agree
Circleville.
to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Circleville.
And it was
yeah.
in this hick town in like near us,
Yeah.
and we were like, "Fuck yeah, we're going
Yeah.
to that."
Yeah.
And there was like 17 people there, probably.
Yeah, probably,
And
like,
we
yeah,
were
like-
were like from here to like here to Tech Nine. We were just like,
Yeah, they didn't
They're
even
on a
have him
stage this high.
They didn't even have him on a stage. It was literally a semi trailer that didn't have a covering. So
Yeah.
it was just like the base of a semi trailer.
One of those
and he
low
was-
ones.
Yeah, and he was like running back and forth on this low sitting semi trailer. That was his stage. It was ghetto as fuck, but also an amazing concert because it was like less than 20 people watching the show.
Yeah.
So it was super intimate.
and the power went out.
Yeah,
at
the
one
power
point.
went out at one point, so he had to rap like just loud, like screaming, basically. Everybody want to get it when I'm coming to Tekken.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like
he was
but
killing it though.
yeah, it was fucking
Hey,
legendary.
he did not have to put on that show.
No, absolutely.
You know, he could have showed up and just like, all right, I just
Nope.
need to get this over with.
Yeah.
But he got it. He rocked the fucking
Yeah.
show, dude.
Absolutely.
Whatever little
And-
stage it was, he fucking crushed it.
Yeah, and then it was amazing because like he finishes the show, he like talks with us for a minute, and then he goes in his SUV. 3 female fans walk in, and I can only assume had a small conversation with him for about 5 minutes, and then maybe had a drink or something because they all walked out wiping their mouths, and then. And yeah. No. But it was an amazing show, awesome experience. Even though it was the worst area ever. I was actually supposed to get in a rap battle in that show, if you remember.
Oh.
You remember that? Like there was a rap battle, and then the dude, and then they canceled it last minute. It was like a rap battle.
That was a shit show, man.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
we had to pay to enter the rap battle, so we paid. I think Carver put up the money to put me in the battle.
Yep.
And then they just were like, "All right, here's your money back. We're not
No,
doing it."
no. See, we've told this story before. They
yeah.
did not give us our money back.
they didn't?
I had to go get it.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
shit.
damn.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know about. Look, I was broke as fuck at those
Yeah.
points. Like, so he was the only one with money.
No,
Wasn't it called like Scumfest or something
yeah,
like that?
They weren't just
Something like
handing
that.
people's money back. Like, sorry guys, here's your money. You had to go and be like, where's my money? This is what I put in, and
Yeah.
then you had to like. They didn't want to give it back to you, so
Yeah,
you basically had to like give me my fucking money back, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm about to like tackle you.
But I remember I remember why they canceled the battle. They canceled the battle because they heard you rapping, dude.
Yeah, right.
That's why they canceled the fucking battle.
Same reason Fat Rat backed out.
Yep. Fat Rat. I'm still waiting on that, Matt. That was at the gathering too, man. I was supposed to win. All right.
So this intro sucks, right? We all agree with that.
Yes.
The intro's stupid.
They're just clowning.
Absolutely.
It's fine though.
It's just a thing. Yeah.
It's
now
short,
this
they're
song
clowning.
is fucking. The thing I love about this song is the way it comes in. It's literally like him kicking the fucking door down.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have this, and it's like, you hear the trumpet, so it's almost like a king's about to come out or
Yeah.
something like. Dun, ba-da-da-da.
It was an interesting choice. Don't get me wrong. This song is the perfect song to start this album.
Oh,
but it's an
yeah.
interesting choice to choose this instead of Absolute Power, don't you think?
Yeah, or Here Comes Tekkenina, which I consider to be more of an introductory song. But like I said, I think the reason he picked this is
I'm getting
because
goosebumps
of.
just listening to this song.
Yeah,
man.
I was.
This song is
the-
fire.
I think the reason that this song he picked it is because of the energy of it. It's literally like I said, it's playing that trumpet coming in.
Yeah, to me,
and
this
then
was the perfect song.
Yeah.
when it hits you, it's like he's kicking the fucking door open. You have those loud like deep like synth basses in the background that go like wah, wah, like almost Godzilla.
I think they're.
Yeah.
I think those are cellos.
Yeah, it's like a Godzilla sound. It reminds me of Godzilla. And then of course he's riding the beat like fucking masterfully
Yeah, just nuts.
through the verse. So
There-
he kind of has that like.
And we got to remember, before this, I mean, you had some speed rappers, you had some people that could ride the beat at this time, but this was like 2003. There wasn't many rappers out here doing it with the pronunciation, with the voice, with the power behind the voice, with the way he could do
The
it.
creativity.
There was not a lot of rappers out there. No one. I mean, there was no one.
And how many rappers have you ever listened to, even to this day, that switch it up as many times as Tech Nine does in one verse?
Yeah, exactly. The
I
guy
mean,
is
he switches it up in this shit, but it sounds so
it's perfect.
solid
Yeah.
the entire time. It's consistent.
One thing that's funny, and I wanted to point out, by the way, when I was listening to this album the other day, like, it was like getting me like emotional because
I know,
I
dude.
hadn't listened to it in
Same.
so long. I was like, oh
I
my
know, bro.
god,
Same.
bro. Like, but
I
industry
was
is
like
punks.
in the car going like
yeah.
I mean, I have listened to this song like over and over the years. Like, but like when I'll randomly listen to this song, but the rest of the album, every song was like, oh, this song rules. Oh, this song. Rules.
yeah.
Oh.
But this song in particular, one reason why this one, I think the beat goes so hard is because it's that. If you look at an orchestra, like an ensemble of musicians, a lot of the section of this beat is the string instrumentation where they're just doing like ding 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 ding. It's a rock.
yeah.
And like it's a rock back and forth, but then you got those horns and those cellos that really make it sound heavy as well.
Hold up. I'm just saying, like,
once the chorus comes in, we got to turn up the volume just a little bit because I really want to listen to those background, that Godzilla, because I think that's what really drives the Mexico. See that Godzilla sound?
They leave room for those sounds. Burn, burn.
Yeah, that shit was just like bumping when I was.
What's he saying? Do they say he won't play me on?
They won't play me
You
though.
say they? It doesn't sound like they. That's why I thought
I
you
always thought it was. Yeah, they won't play me though. Hold on, I guarantee you that Spotify has.
I always wanted to say it's they, but he sounds like
They
he.
won't play me though.
I like this part right here. Listen. Yeah, like when he did that shit, you're like, no one at the time ever did a section of verse with that kind of effect.
Yeah.
That sounded like a chant. It almost sounded like he was speaking in tongues.
Yeah, you're right. Damn, it's tight.
Yeah, it was great, man. And then he would come with these kind of lines that were like slow like battle lines.
And you know what I like about Tech is like he obviously has the ability to speed rap, but he does like use it a lot. But there's so many songs where he doesn't, and it's just they're just as fucking good.
He's got a very powerful voice.
Yeah, he does.
And that's why he can go, the industry is pumped.
Yeah.
And like, he can
Even like this kind of shit. Like listen to that right here where he does this. Oh, hold on, I rewound it too much. I think.
Yeah, ain't the love of it.
Yeah, I was talking about the
part of shit.
put the double barrel to it. That shit,
Yeah.
you know.
He was by this time, he was like, I don't know, 30 when this came out. And he was a well-seasoned MC.
Yeah.
That was beyond other well-seasoned MCs in the industry at this point. And it's just, you didn't
Yeah.
have a lot of it back
Yeah,
then.
it says the lyrics are, he won't play me on radio because they be on punk shit daily on. Industry's a shady one.
So it does say he. It's
Yeah, yeah.
weird.
He won't play me on the radio because they be on.
And-
So
but-
maybe he's talking about somebody directly, like
Maybe.
somebody in KC or something that, won't play his shit.
That
'Cause
could
at this
just be
point, he
word
wasn't-
choice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's a good
It
segue.
could just be word choice because he's trying to go with a certain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna keep saying they.
He
I'm
does
gonna
do
keep
that.
saying they. I'm gonna keep saying
I
they
know.
won't. Yeah,
he
it
does
just
do
feels
that,
right.
and that's a good point. A segue I wanted to make. Von J, the country singer, makes a good point. He said, "What does hums become bumbles mean?" It's a great point. I don't know, but Tech Nine is he's interesting when he does rap. A lot of his words, literally, I think, are gibberish.
Yeah,
but they sound so good, you don't care.
So hums become.
If you read Tech Nine's lyrics,
They-
especially in
they
the,
don't
in
make
the
sense.
atmosphere, it's not like he's spitting bars. His style, his technique is really what makes him
Yes.
amazing. You know what I mean? He's not like he does have bars every once in a
he
while.
does
but
have the
it's-
potential to throw
He
some
does,
bars
yeah.
in there.
Oh no,
And-
Slacker,
and-
he doesn't spit like that at all, and
Exactly.
it's all bars.
Yeah,
the whole
exactly.
album,
Right,
the whole song.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know. Anyways,
But
this song,
he goes with what the beat needs to be and that song needs to be.
Yeah, I think this is more of an introductory song into the album where he's actually saying like, "Here's what I can do." You know?
No, but another thing about it, this was
Muffins?
he was very seasoned at this point, and he put everything that he knew on this album. But he was very hungry and he was angry.
yeah.
He was angry, he was hungry, and his energy was very infectious.
This is his 4th album, and he was still like not getting played on the radio. That's
Yeah.
why this whole fucking album is a fuck you to the radio.
and we
you
got
know?
and we have to talk about on the way over here. My brother said, "What was his breakthrough album?" And I couldn't answer that. I don't know if he has a breakthrough album. This was definitely a breakthrough album to us
Yeah.
in
To
the Juggalo world.
Juggalos for sure.
And
This
then
was
people
the
can say
breakthrough.
Ever Ready was a breakthrough album in the mainstream, but was it really? Because at this point, the mainstream was pretty much gone. There was no mainstream because
Yeah.
we were at
I
the,
think-
the record industry had changed.
I think Ever Ready did give him more push him into more public eye, but
But
And like-
I don't
like-
I
and-
don't think it was the album and his he that did it. It was word of mouth.
I can't
that
say
did it.
necessarily what the exact moment was, but I
There
can
is no
remember
exact
Ever Ready.
moment.
Ever Ready was the first album I heard people that weren't Juggalos playing it like in party settings where I'd be like, "Oh shit, you know Tech Nine?" They'd be like, "Yeah, I fucking love Tech Nine." Before that, like if I found anyone that even knew who he was, they were Juggalos. You know what I mean? And before that, like even before the Juggalo World, like when I was listening, like it was like no one knew who he was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, in my opinion, he is still not in the mainstream eye.
Yeah.
Oh
I mean,
shit, he definitely is.
well, he did
bro.
that. He
Yeah.
did the song with The Rock. If nothing put him
Well, yeah.
in the industry eye, it was that. But.
Well, I mean, if you look at his views on YouTube, he's got like plenty of videos in
Yeah.
the hundreds of millions. You know what I mean? Like he's crushing it.
But
like,
when people talk
he's
about like
he's definitely very very successful.
when
as a
anybody
rapper.
talks about mainstream
Speed 'em
rappers,
with Eminem, like you do a song with Eminem in rap, bro, you made it.
and that's what I'm saying. What I think what got his popularity was word of mouth and his features later on. As he was going later on with this, the past decade of his albums, that's what's really his features is what got him
I
really
think,
popular.
In my opinion, I think it was just a steady, gradual. The Juggalo World boosted,
That's
gave
my
him a
favorite.
nice boost. It was like setting a couple of stairs for him.
Oh, they
But
rocketed him off.
whether he had Juggalos or not, he was going to blow up and take over. Period. He was just too good, and he was too unique.
No, well, this is what I'm saying. I think he was a hidden. Number one, this is what I'm going to say. I think Tech Nine truly was an innovator to the rap industry as a whole.
Yeah.
After Tech Nine came out years later, you heard people using his styles, like in the mainstream.
They tried, but see, I think Tech Nine is kind of like Snoop Dogg. You can get
Exactly.
real close to his style,
Exactly.
but you will never be able to actually
No,
mimic it.
no,
Like Joker,
exactly.
Joker had that track where he did Tech Nine, and he got fucking close, but it still wasn't Tech Nine.
Dude,
bro.
I'm talking about like the mainstream, like the mainstream rappers that kids listen to. They were influenced by Tech Nine, but you won't hear it. They won't say it. You'll never hear. You'll
Yeah,
never know how much Tech Nine truly influenced the entire rap industry.
I have kept a close eye on Tech Nine's rise, and I'm telling like Angelic, zero people knew who he was. Before Angelic, absolutely nobody. Like I barely knew who he was. I remember when Angelic came out, I saw it in Media Play. I was actually there by like ICP CDs, and I was in Media Play, and I saw it, and I remember that song, Now It's On, and I was like, oh, Tech Nine. I thought it was a group called Tech Nine because the only song I had heard was on my Napster, like I'd always said, which was Now It's On. So I assumed it was two guys in the band. So when I looked at it, I was like, oh shit, I think this is one person. And I bought the CD on a whim, and it fucking blew my mind. That was when I introduced it to you. You had been introducing me to like Cannabis and Wu-Tang, shit like that. So I was just thrilled to have something that you hadn't heard. But anyway, I remember going to school, all the Juggalos I hung out with at school hating on it. Like, oh, that shit is trash. It's like, you haven't even listened to it yet. Yo, this shit's whack, man, bro. Blah, blah, blah. But I love
I'm trying
Tech.
to see the circus, bro.
Yeah. And then I noticed in Absolute Power, that's when Juggalos got aware of him, and I started to see that rise in the Juggalo world. But I think at the same time, concurrently, he was also making that rise in the mainstream world. People were starting to get their eyes on him because Absolute Power was being played in outside of the Juggalo world, like at party settings and things like that. Now, 100%, like I
Because
said,
it was
Juggalos
it was
gave it
word
those
of
3
mouth
steps.
from the Juggalos that really passed that on.
100%. I think Juggalos built a small staircase for him, 100%. But do I think that he needed the Juggalos and he wouldn't have gotten there without Juggalos? Absolutely not. He'd have gotten there with Juggalos.
He would
or
have
not.
gotten there, but I think everybody needs.
It
some,
just gave him. It gave him
Everybody
a push.
needs some sort of push.
Yeah, 100%. And Juggalos.
Eminem
absolutely gave
Eminem
him
had
that push,
Dre. Tech Nine had the ICP and the Juggalos.
Yeah, because I remember when Juggalos fought to get him in the Gathering first, and
Yeah, I remember that. I remember
yeah, and-
people asking like, "We need to get Tech Nine because he got popular before he made it to that
the Wicked
gathering,
Wonka tour.
you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Before
because,
even the Wicked
because
Wonka
you
tour.
introduced him to Fago Lovers, right?
Well, I tried. Actually, I did, and Scotty D did not accept it. That was when Psycho Bitch. I sent Psycho Bitch in, and he was like, he never put it on the weekly thing. Like, wasn't for him. But but then later on down the line, he posted Tech Nine on his own. So, but this was in the Absolute Power era, because this was after we had watched like. I remember we had, I've told the story about going down and clicking on his website. You had to go to his website. And before the album came out, he had 5 or 6 tracks. This was one of them. Amatel was one of them. But anyway, yeah, hold on, because I want to also get back to this, because this fucking song, I think, is arguably the song that won him over with Juggalos.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
For
think
sure.
and Wicked Wonka
Because
tour.
I remember I showed Angelic to every single one of my Juggalo friends, and they were like, "Yeah, that's cool."
Yeah.
But when they heard this song, that's when it won them over.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again,
It was that
everybody I
clown.
know who knows about Tech Nine,
Yeah.
heard it. It was word of mouth. They figured out Tech Nine from a Juggalo.
To be fair, though, a vast majority of the people you know, if not everyone you know, is either a Juggalo or is very close to a Juggalo.
Exactly.
We're Juggalos.
Juggalos
So,
are everywhere. They,
I know,
they pass music onto the mainstream crowd.
I have hung out with arguably, out of our group, I have hung out with the most like outside of the Juggalo world. Because like, let's just keep it real, dude. I had a phase where I 100% wanted to be black. Y'all remember like I had like the fuzzy shit. I was like going real hardcore into like the slang and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like I was really trying to do the white rap guy thing. Like I was discovering myself. I was figuring out who I was. You know what I mean? And at that point, like 100%, I forgot what I was talking about. I started talking about how much of a poser I was, and I forgot what I was talking about.
I miss that.
You were
era.
talking about how Tech Nine's website and how he put the songs on there.
I
But
miss
yeah,
that
yeah,
era
yeah.
of Chris though, because you would just walk in and they'd be like, "Oh,
Oh, yeah,
Chris
that's what I was
raps,"
gonna
and you
say.
would be like, "Yeah," and you would just battle anybody, and I miss that shit.
Yeah,
That
it was like
great.
I had friends outside of that Juggalo world, and like I can kind of remember when Tech Nine was popping off with them and like their opinion with Tech Nine and shit like that. Tech Nine,
they never really liked him.
yeah, I started seeing it like near the end of Absolute Power. It would be played in parties where, like I said, zero connection to Juggalos.
Yeah.
Where because I would be hanging out with people who I knew weren't Juggalos, I would hear him. And I'd perk up and I'd be like, "Yo, is this Tech Nine?" And they'd be like, "Yeah. Oh, Tech Nine's the shit." And it's like, "Oh, you like Tech Nine? Yeah. Oh, he's the shit, bro." Da-da-da.
They
And
got
then
it
it's
from
like,
a Juggalo.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm
I
not.
know, come
I
on.
can't disprove your theory.
In
Tard,
2003 and
but
4,
I'm telling you,
they
bro,
got it from a Juggalo.
I knew motherfuckers who did not hang out with Juggalos, bro. You think Smitty hung out with Juggalos before us? Before me? Like, no.
No,
Smitty,
but-
hell no. Smitty knew who Tech Nine was. And I guarantee Smitty never hung out with Juggalos. Smitty used to clown on the like when I would play fucking Juggalo shit in the car, he would clown on that shit. And that was like near the tail end when I was listening to like Twisted and a few Psychopath, but like I was kind of falling out of it a lot more. But yeah, shit, like even
Yeah.
he knew like who it was when I played it. But
Here's a good point. Country singer says Tech Nine was like Juggalo music for suburban white girls. It was a safe version of Psychopathic. I mean, I agree with that to the point. The girls liked Tech Nine, that's for sure. They
Yeah.
liked his music, but I think it was just Tech Nine was a level above what was going on in the mainstream at the time.
Tech Nine was like weird enough that he had that like an enigmatic personality to him. You know what I mean? Like he seemed like an enigma, like almost godlike. So I think that got him a lot of flex with girls.
I wanna talk. Who gives a fuck about Tech Nine getting girl fans? I want to talk more about the FTI site.
Yeah.
Because I think that like I have specific memories of when we first met you.
Yeah.
And like you being in us being in your basement, you showing us that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
before the album came out.
That was a
yeah.
couple years after we met him.
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I don't know about that.
After we met who?
By the
me?
time FTI, Fuck the Industry came out,
Well, no,
No, he's talking about his out. No, he's talking about he had the FTI website before he released the album. First, he released like 5 or 6 tracks on the website that were like one of them was the Grinch. It wasn't even on the album. They cut it
that
from the
song-
album.
that song is
yeah,
fire.
like the Grinch was originally supposed to be on Absolute Power,
probably
and
one
then
of his best songs of
But
all
Yeah,
time.
I remember you playing us those songs. Like you played the Grinch. I remember specifically you playing.
You knew
Slacker.
that by heart.
yeah,
I
Slacker,
remember that.
I'm a Tell,
and
I think Absolute Power was on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember you playing all those, and that shit blew my fucking mind.
Yeah. Oh,
and then
yeah.
you and then you played fucking maybe Psycho Bitch and It's Alive and
Yeah.
Stamina for me, I think.
Yeah.
And I was like. Man,
Yeah, what the fuck's going on? Ah!
But
Yeah.
that like I think those I have those memories locked in my mind as like that was part of me like becoming your friend is like
Yeah.
like listening to that shit down there and like really like grooving to that shit.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, dude.
Like
Yeah.
Tech Nine was right there with us. you
Yeah,
know?
100%.
That's all I was trying to say.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm with you. It was a huge part of me growing up. This album in particular, because this was also one of the first albums where I started to get out of the Juggalo world. Like there was 4 main artists I think that really got me kind of out of the Juggalo world slowly but surely. and that was Tech Nine, Cage Kennels, Atmosphere, and I'm gonna put them together just because it was one album, but Method Man, Redman. And from those four that were getting me kind of out of rap, I discovered other avenues, you know what I mean? Through Cage Kennels, I was discovering Camo Tao and LP and, you know, Copyright. And then, you know, through Atmosphere, I was discovering Idea and, you know, fucking
Brother
LP
Ali.
and, yeah, exactly. Brother Ali. And then, you know, through Meth and Redman, I was listening to Wu-Tang, and, you know, I was starting to get more into, like, the street hip-hop, like Cannabis and shit like that. And Tech, though, was
Big
always...
L, Percy
yeah,
P.
Right, yeah. Tech was always kind of in his own lane, though, you know what I mean? There was no one else like Tech. That was the benefit of Tech, though, is he was such a, like, he released music on such a regular basis. You had an album pretty much every year, you know what I mean?
That's why he didn't get radio play, man. He was doing his own thing. You
Yeah.
know, like he's so fucking unique that people don't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
All his fans are white kids that listen to rock and shit. You know, like what the fuck?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's an anomaly. There's
But
no
you
one.
kn-
There's no one like Tech.
And I think Tech even mentioned this in throughout the years in interviews. He was like, "Why? You know, I don't understand why I don't appeal to the urban, the hip hop heads, because I will remember that."
He has that breaking into N-Word's houses.
Yeah.
You know that song?
Yeah, I do know that song, but I remember Tech Nine because I
Or
was
breaking into colored houses.
I remember
that's it.
before I started liking Tech Nine, I was kind of a hip hop head. I loved Juggalo shit, but I still liked Cannabis, Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
I was kind of getting into that hip hop head shit, and I remember Tech Nine being, you know, even hip hop heads kind of liking him, but they never really gave him, you know, the actual love. You know,
Yeah, it's
they're
because-
like, yeah,
right.
he's dope, but like
It's
he
because he wasn't popular.
he never
That's
won
it.
over hip hop heads. No, I'm talking about heads, hip hop heads.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Straight up hip hop heads.
All right, yeah. I
That
don't know.
he
man.
never truly won them over.
wonder
from
why.
what I
No,
remember.
you're right. No, I agree. No, like Tech
Is it
had a
because
lot
he,
of
is it
trouble
because he
breaking
doesn't
in.
have? Is it because he doesn't do bars? Really?
Yeah, I think it's mainly
He's not a
because of
bar.
that.
Yeah, he's not like a bars guy. He's more about, like I said, his name is Tech Nine, and that's a great name because he's more about technique.
It's technique and the way he rides every beat, like
Yeah.
the word choices just being random gibberish. Even like,
I just think he was respected enough by so many different cultures. Like the hip hop heads didn't really, you know, they were like, yeah, he ain't no Big L or he ain't no
Yeah.
this and that, but he's dope. He's all right.
Yeah.
And then you know, hood people were like, yeah, man, Tech Nine's a circus, bro, but
Back-
you know he could spit, you know. And
Yeah,
then
no.
Juggalos love it. Is that type of shit.
that was back in the day. He has gotten broken into the industry now, and he does get that respect from everybody. Tech Nine does, but back then he absolutely was not respected by people. He had to fight for that shit, and I think that's why he took offense to Violent J saying that Juggalos were responsible for his success, because he's like he said, he's like, bro, when I went to these fucking shows, and I was there, he's right. By the way, when I went to these shows, Juggalos had their fucking backs turned to me. And that is a fact, bro. When he started performing here in my hometown
How
of
the
Columbus,
fuck could you turn your back
in
to that?
Columbus, when he came out, people turned their fucking backs to him on his first song. I don't remember what the first song was.
I think he came out to Stamina.
I think it was
didn't he?
Stamina. Yeah,
He always
Stamina
comes out to Stamina.
Yeah, Stamina. I believe forever. Yeah, like so he came out and did that. And then like there were people who turned their back to him. He did like one song or something, and then once he did. Then he did Psycho Bitch,
Yeah.
and that dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, and that made people perk up their ears. And after that, he did "I'ma Tell," I think, like shortly, either the next song or shortly after that. And at that point, it like
Bro,
hit
you-
like a wave.
It's impossible to turn your back to Tech Nine while he's on stage. Like,
yeah,
he's a
but they
presence.
tried. So he had to come out and do his fucking thing. He's the reason that people turned around and gave him a chance. But like, I think Jay made it sound like Jay came out with a microphone and was like, "Here's Tech Nine," and everybody's like, "Yeah!" And then like they're like, "You're one of us now." Nah, he had to come out and be dope. Juggalos did not just welcome him in with open arms. I'm telling you, on the when I tried to bring it into like Scotty D, who was basically like the leader of the Juggalo world, you know, feed at that time. And no slack on him. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like he had bad taste or nothing like that. Like he had shitloads of songs sent to him every week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For that sidebar they had.
What do you think
where
about this
wanted
song?
to feature? Oh, this shit is.
This is one of my favorite
dope
songs,
It's
bro.
a dope song. It's a dope song, but this is
He's kind of doing bars on this song though.
yeah. On this one, this is one of the. I just don't like the features on this song.
The features,
but
oh,
like-
it's Chris Calico.
Yeah,
ain't it?
I know, but I'm saying I don't like Chris on this track. I'm saying
But
I don't think Chris came on this track at all, but still, he absolutely kills it. Yeah. Eminem,
The way he
MC
rides
Ren,
this beat,
Spice One,
man,
and
in the
hit 'em
just
With
with
a venom, sit him down,
hit
kill
'em
him when I spit. When I get a bit of skrilla, take his giving. Shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say. All right, yeah. Sorry,
You know,
Carter.
like, he's just
Sorry,
like-
Carter. It's really hard to review this album because you just want to rap along.
Were we
Go,
cutting
yeah.
you off, man? I'm sorry.
Yes.
you could no I forget what the fuck I'm saying.
You were going to talk about Keep On Keeping On?
I just no I'm just saying turning your back on tech. I never understood from the very first song I fucking heard. And I was listening to a lot of rap for years at that time. I mean, I was Busta Rhymes, Bone Thugs, Twista. I knew all those rappers. Wu-Tang. I knew all these big rappers at the time that everybody loved and considered great. But when I heard Tech, it was just so different. There was no. It immediately, I was like, this guy is unique. He's different.
Yeah, absolutely.
He knows how to take a West Coast sound, mix it with the Midwest sound, and even have some of that dirty South kind of feel. Like he knew how to mix everything so fucking well. I think the only thing he never really was a master at is like that East Coast bars shit, and that's where the hip hop heads are like, yeah, he's cool, but
That's
but
where hip hop elitism comes from.
yeah,
in New York,
the
let's
hip
keep it
hop
real.
elitism was like the East Coast bars, but like other than that, he had every other thing down perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mr. Kiss from a history wrist slitter, male bitch, a witch with a
Dude, all this shit, like he does like this.
Yeah.
Trick.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
He just
Verbal gymnastics.
every 4 bars, it's like, oh, what is he gonna do next? You know?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And then he'll switch it up. Hit him with a, send him, hit him down.
Yeah,
send him
man, I
down,
love it. This song in particular, like, it's like he tries every style he can on this song. I
Yeah.
mean. It's crazy.
Well, I think Tech Nine's another. He's one of these rappers that doesn't put out how much he knows about music as well. He doesn't let you know how much he understands music theory. He understands, syllables, placement. He's singing in the church and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He really does understand music. He wants to appear to be,
Hardcore rapper. guy.
hardcore street, having fun, partying, but he really is a student of
Yeah,
music.
grew up in a musical house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he
he gospel and shit like that, but
Yeah,
for sure.
and writing,
Absolutely.
writing not so much like let's write intense and crazy, intricate bars, but let me write syllables and I know how to fill what needs to be here, what needs to be there to make the flow sound good.
Another big thing with this album that I think is real telling is you got to think Angelic Tech was coming out of a real shitty situation. So I know he was battling a lot of demons, which is why Angelic was a fitting title for that album. Like, and if you listen to the songs on Angelic, it's his inner demons. It's him having inner conflict. Absolute Power, I think this is emerging because this is the first time Tech was like,
feeling good.
I'm fucking powerful. Yeah, I'm on my own. I'm not under
Yep.
J-Core. I'm not getting fucked anymore.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, this is me. And I can remember when he went on tour after Absolute Power, he stopped doing songs from Angelic for a long fucking time.
Yeah.
He didn't do them at all. I had heard rumors that's because he didn't own the rights to Angelic, and so he couldn't do them. I don't necessarily think that's true when I look at the history of it. I think he's always held rights to his own music.
I think he did the ring,
like his lyrics.
This ring at the Gathering that first year.
Yeah, I can remember. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I can remember him doing this. Yeah, because he would always sit down in the chair.
Yeah.
This ring, let me straight hot snot.
Yeah, which that song is nuts too.
Yeah, absolutely. But we already did that album. But this is absolute power. But yeah, I did want to bring that up. It's like I think this album was, it's a great, once again, greatly named by him because this is him flexing. This is him showing like, now that I feel powerful, now that I'm in control, this is the album I'm gonna bring to you. And
Another secret ingredient to this album is Chris Calico.
oh yeah, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
I think fucking kills on this album.
It was
like
his-
I didn't like Cut's verse in that last track or whatever, but like I'm not knocking on Cut. Cut
I don't
has
think Cut's on that song. I think
not-
that's all.
or-
That whole song is Tech. It's just you might be thinking of a different song.
I might be.
Guns Will Bust sucks, and that's the next song.
yeah,
that has bad features on
I
it.
might be thinking of a different song.
But oh fuck, I don't remember what you're talking about.
That was a great song. The last song was great though.
That song rules, dude. I love Keep On Keeping On. So this song, I think, is
Guns with Rust.
this is my least favorite song in the album, without a doubt.
I agree. I don't
So
listen
wasn't
to
the
much
main
of it.
producer from this? Who produced this album
It's like
mainly?
a Technico. Technico.
Really? Where was he from? Because I know.
This
there-
one's the German guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, this one's produced. It doesn't say. Hold on. I'm getting there. Mr. Stinky.
Mr. Stinky. All
Oh,
right.
vocals Alexander
Oh,
Winter.
isn't this Scatterman and Snug Bream
yeah,
on this?
yeah, I hate
Yeah.
them. They suck.
Yeah,
I had
they
that
were,
album when they first came out. That
I hate
album.
Scatterman even more. You Scatterman.
I didn't mind. I didn't mind it.
My
I
name's
thought the album
Scatterman.
was-
Scatterman of Snug
The
Brain.
album wasn't horrible.
We should go over that album one day.
All right.
That was not a bad
I didn't
album.
hate that. You know what? I got that album at the gathering. Someone stole a whole box of those CDs,
Yeah.
and I got one.
I remember we got a bunch of merch too, like matches and fucking lighters and Scatterman Snug Bream matches.
So yeah, Rubonics from Technico produced like Keep On Keeping On. I'm a Tell. Industry is Punks.
I got to go into some technical shit.
Okay.
There's some more. There's a mishmash of producers on this album. I'm
Yes.
assuming, right? But this is fucking mixed and mastered to a level that I really haven't heard since. This album is mixed to fucking perfection. It's amazing the way it sounds. It's amazing the quality of this album, and it all it flows together. It's
Are
just,
you
it's
mean
great.
just from like a mastering standpoint?
Like
Mixing and
just
mastering?
sound, just
yeah.
mixing and mastering, just sound alone.
Yeah, it's definitely an album I recommend. If you're streaming it, click that high quality button. You know what I mean?
It is fucking amazing the way this album sounds.
Hey, Scatterman's real name is Stacy.
Really? Oh, Stacy, man. Say, I ain't knocking on the name Stacy.
I am.
Yeah, you're right.
This song is produced by Carlos Chalmers, Big Los.
Stacy Peralta. Wait. Isn't there a Stacy Peralta or something? I don't know. Never mind.
His name is Stacy Landis.
Stacy Landis. See, I think Landis is worse than Stacy.
Calhoun's real name is Melvin Calhoun.
Melvin. Cut
There's
it.
I got an
Mellow
album. When I was walking around with a Tech 9 shirt on at the gathering, I think that first year he was there was a guy there. He's like, "Hey, bro, you like Tech 9?" I was like, "Yeah." He handed me a fucking album, and it was a Road Dogg Villains album.
Oh, whoa. Sweet.
He's like, "Here, have this."
dope.
Road Dogg
Did
Villains.
you listen to it?
Yeah, I've listened. I'd listened to it for years.
Was it good?
I love it.
I've never heard of it.
It's just straight ghetto shit, but it's great. Like we should go over that one day too.
All right, sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely very, very comfortable in the streets. You know what I mean?
But I liked it.
same dreams. That'll split your
Big
shit.
Scoob. It's got Big Scoob on it. His
Jerry.
Road
I
Dogg.
like it. Big Scoob's pretty cool. By the way, have you ever listened to Chris Calhoun or Chris Calhoun? Chris Calico's solo album?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're all good.
Yeah, he's dope.
Dude, that we should definitely do the Cut Calhoun album though. Like I
Yeah,
loved that album.
sure.
Feature presentation. I think
There,
that was,
there's verses where Cut Calhoun is better than Tech.
Oh,
Many-
yeah.
On a many tracks.
Cut rules. I really like Cut a lot.
Beef,
on lyrical
Beef in
shit.
particular, the track Beef, which we should go through because that's kind of with this era.
True that.
We should listen to Beef, and he came out with 2 songs on that Beef movie. One of them was Beef, and the other one I'm forgetting the name. But both of the
The
songs.
Beast, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so.
Thought it was.
We'd have to look it up. But Beef in particular, that song is amazing. And
Yeah,
I
that
think
song
and I
rules.
think Chris Calico.
Bitter emotion.
Yeah, I think Chris Calico's better on that song. Yeah.
Chris Calico or Cut?
Chris Calico.
Oh. Chris Calico can spit his fucking ass off.
Yeah.
man.
Just
God
the voices
damn.
he does on
He'll
that
be at the
song. is
gathering
amazing.
this
He-
year,
he
so
learned-
it'll be nice to see him on a solo set. I've never
Yeah,
seen a
for
solo
sure.
set.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they grew their styles together, but Chris Calico is like a perfect complement to Tech 9. Like
He can
him growing with Tech 9, like he picked up a lot of his
He
shit.
can basically do anything Tech 9 can do as far as like speed.
Yeah.
And he can sing
Yeah.
better than Tech.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and he can make funny voices and everything. He's great.
He does like gospel singing shit on some of his songs and stuff. He's great, man. I love that guy. He's the shit.
to Germany, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, like that
You
song.
want to mess with Tech 9?
All
You
right,
mess
you're
with me, you son of a bitch.
All right, I take it back. This is my least favorite song, obviously.
Nah, bro, I love Bianca's and Beatrice's.
This
dog.
was his
Oh, bro, I use this shit. You got Bianca's.
I hate this song.
This
If
was
you
the
got
beginning
more than
of
one,
his,
they're
like,
Beatrice's.
about to bubble, that type of tech.
Yeah.
That type of tech, you know.
This is one of the
theories.
most obnoxious choruses ever written.
They're
The-
loved.
the-
They're
this beat
known
sucks,
for wet.
too.
The line "they're known for wetting mattresses" is funny as fuck.
I mean, I hate it, but I know the words.
But if you think about it, that flow pattern is so great. It's jump it a bump
Baby,
bump bump
whether
bump
you
bump it a
like it or
bump bump
not.
bump it a bump
Yeah.
bump 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 it a bump 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 it a bump bump bump. I mean, like that flow pattern is so just memorable. Jump it a bump 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 it a bump bump bump.
Hold your head up. With the bed up. You refer to a dame or a bit. Yeah, this song, I don't know. I hate this fucking song, man.
Really?
If I could erase a song off of this album, it's this, without a
No
doubt.
shit.
100%.
I like Bianca's and
No,
Beatrice's.
this song,
I
bro.
never.
I use the slang quite a bit, and
It's
the
a
best thing with the slang is you could use it to a bitch's face, and she'd have no fucking idea what you were talking about.
Yeah.
You'd be like, shut the fuck up, Bianca. And she'd be like,
I always assume.
my name is Rachel.
I always assumed
Or-
Bianca meant like hot chick and Beatrice meant ugly chick.
No, not at all. Like, a Bianca is just a bitch.
He's like, cause he says use
A
a
Bianca
he says
is-
use a Bianca, baby, whether you like it or not, cause you hot, especially
Yeah.
with X and Vicodin pop.
Look, a Bianca is
Bianca's
literally
a hot
girl.
chick that sucks, right?
No, a Bianca is literally just a girl you're trying to one night stand. You have zero interest in fucking her. She is a piece of pussy.
Okay.
That's it. She's a piece of pussy. You're a fine ass piece of pussy. I don't want to
Oh,
talk
by the way,
to you
Cut-
after
Cut
the night.
kills it in this song.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you after night. And then Beatrice's is more than one Bianca. He even says that in the song. It's just more than one Bianca.
Oh.
So you have a Bianca's, like, you can have two Biancas, but they're not with each other. If you have Biancas in a group, that's Beatrice's, because Beatrice's are dangerous. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see.
You got a couple Biancas, you can break them off. You know what I mean? Kind of have your wingman take one and kind of spit at the other. But you got Beatrice's, that's a problem. Don't
Okay.
ever holler at Beatrice's.
What if there's one? There can't be one Beatrice. There's no such thing as
No,
one
there's no
Beatrice.
such thing as one Beatrice. Now, theoretically, she could be, yeah. She could stray from the group of Beatrices, but that's why she's a Beatrice. Right when you see her stray and you start talking to her, guess what's going to happen?
No.
3 or 4 more fucking bitches. 2 of them going to be fat
Oh, he
as
did
fuck.
say it just now.
Are going to...
Bianca.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty
This
much
song
it is.
sucks.
So
bro.
you call a hoe Bianca.
Stop trying to defend it. This song sucks.
Yeah, I'm going to defend it because this song is the shit. And it's great slang.
What was that,
Start
Vinny?
using
What
it.
was that,
you
Vinny?
can you can call a chick Bianca to her face. She'll have no fucking clue.
All right,
you're
what was
talking
that,
about.
Vinny?
And you're saying,
Garbage.
Smart, what?
Terrifying.
Oh, I got you. Garbage.
I don't think Vinny approves of the Biancas and Beatrice's song.
I don't know.
No.
I'm gonna ask him.
I like it for. That's where I stand. I do like this song.
All right. Thanks for your opinion.
There's not much else I can say about it. It's a fine song. I like it.
Okay.
I just like the tune.
See, now I know it annoys you, and I'm going to basically sing this.
I mean,
verse
that
of
won't
this
annoy
hook
me.
all
I
the
just think
time.
the song sucks. That's all.
Does it really suck, or you just?
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks.
The
Yeah,
song
it
does
sucks.
not suck, bro.
It sucks.
The
The song
the
is
shit.
not. I wouldn't say it
It's
sucks.
not the shit. Don't get me wrong. Like I say this is shit, but I'm just trying to like counteract your
Technically- no, no.
haterade shit. But like
From a technical view, this song does not
I
suck.
look. I
bro,
hate.
no.
I hate Tech trying to create slang, and he does it like every fucking
okay.
song. And
So
it's
you-
well,
annoying.
he idolized E40. That was
You
like
don't-
one of his idols, and E40 was like the king of fucking rap.
You
slang.
don't like the philosophy. You don't like the feel of the song.
I hate the sound of
but
the song, too.
technically, it's amazing.
No, that sounded like shit.
It's definitely supposed to be annoying. Like I think that he created it with a. He didn't create it thinking, "Oh man, people about to ride down the street going Bianca's and Beatrice's." Like, no, I mean,
What up,
I think
DJ
it was meant to be the
Slug?
thing,
What
but, like,
up?
It's a song like the chorus is supposed to be making fun of girls that are like that, like ha ha. Like he's
Talk
basically
about
going
this
ha
song.
ha ha. Yeah, all right, next one. Slither, great storytelling. I love this just because it's Tech Nine kind of doing storytelling, which is what We Were Juggalos What We Loved as Juggalos.
Yeah, I love this song.
Oh look,
Yo,
Solid
I know,
Psycho
yo,
called
bro.
you out, bro.
I know he's right. It's not an off-brand
That's
soda.
true.
That's because I came here straight from work. Normally, I pass by some hood stations, but I came straight from work today.
All right.
Literally this morning, I got my cat shirt, and that was it. And so I had to stop at a Sheets, and
All right.
Sheets didn't have any dope soda because they don't have a corner cooler.
All right, what do you
fam.
think about this song though?
I love it. I love his verse.
Not only that, bro.
This is one of
and
my favorite
Not only
verses
that,
on the
Solid
album.
Psycho, but I grabbed the fucking zero, dude. Zero.
To the front of the stage.
I think this is one of his best verses on the album.
He's
believe
like
it or
so
not.
smooth.
Yeah.
Like back in the if I had a chicken, this is a song to play when you had a chicken.
Ooh, that's a good one.
100%.
Damn. I'm gonna try that
Yeah.
nowadays.
I'm gonna
100%
try.
like,
I'm gonna
I
fuck to this song.
I'm gonna literally try
Bro,
to get
I
laid.
highly
I'm
recommend.
gonna try to jerk off to this song, see how it feels.
Bro, you should like 100%. I've jerked off this song a lot.
Okay. He said, "All right, homie, understood."
Focus on the albums, guys.
About the
Focus
jerk-
on the albums,
about
guys.
The jerk off about the jerking off or what are we
Oh,
talking
he
about?
was talking about the soda because I
She
couldn't get
approached me
a dope
slowly,
soda.
holy moly,
I always
shit.
go to the corner cooler.
You talked over the coolest rhyme on the album. Hold on. Listen. This one.
I slap hands with millionaires.
Holy Chef Boyardee, cheese and beef
Ravioli,
ravioli.
I love that line.
Yeah.
You almost talked over it again. I had to turn it up, but it's okay.
But like
Holy moly
the way he
guacamole.
can just grab them flows and holy
know.
moly,
Chef Boyardee, cheese and beef ravioli.
holy. I mean, he's just great, man.
Yeah, because there's if you broke down that verse and read it,
You would be like, what
you'd
the
be, this
fuck?
is not bars. Yeah,
No,
you'd be
of
like,
course
what the
not.
fuck's he talking about? But when he delivers
sounds
it,
so
it's
good
fucking
doing it,
great. Yeah.
It's all delivery, man.
Oh, and by the way, this song is a story song, and it has a cohesive story beginning to end. It's dope, and it has like a twist at the
Yeah,
end.
he can tell stories.
That's cool.
I just want to answer this question because Solid Psycho asked, "Hey, at the gathering, are you going to be drinking off-brand sodas or are you going to be drinking Fago with the fam?" 100% drinking Fago, bro.
Oh, look, I'm drinking
this
Faygo,
is a
but
gathering. I am drinking Fago, which is
stop. Hold on.
theoretically off-brand soda. It's just the
That's
best
true.
of the off-brand
I'm drinking.
sodas.
I'm drinking Faygo, but I'm drinking Pepsi with Vinnie Mac.
Oh shit! Oh, I'll 100% drink a Pepsi with Vinnie Mac.
That's his
bro.
favorite soda.
Really? Over Fago?
Yep, I think so.
Vinnie Mac's a real motherfucking
He is.
juggalo, bro.
He don't fuck around.
No, he don't. Like,
No, what? Oh, I don't have the phone. Where'd the phone go?
Oh man,
it's not. Hold on,
it's still hooked up.
hold on. Where's the ring?
They
Is it
hung
still
up.
ringing? They hung up.
They hung up. Oh shit.
Feels like that. I think they hung up.
Well,
Got it. I
we
found
didn't,
it.
we didn't even have the phone hooked up, we thought, because we were doing a very in-depth review here, and we didn't want to have, disturbances.
It's hooked up. It just fell.
Yeah, it fell.
It fell. It's
It's fine. It's
All right.
it's
it
still
looks
good.
really
They
sturdy
may
now.
call
It
back.
looks
They may
really.
call back.
It was
sturdy
obvious.
now.
It was obviously hooked up. That's how we knew it was ringing.
right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they may call back.
It looks really sturdy.
We'll put it right there. It'll be fine.
There.
All right, so Slither. This song is a 10, I think. This song fucking rules.
Alex
man.
said Chris should just bring a bucket and catch Fago in it and drink that.
Bro, I would not. How fat do you think I am? I'm big, buddy, but that's big. Like,
That would be pretty funny.
honestly, I would do it.
That's a funny idea.
That's a great idea. If you bring a bucket, I'll make you a deal. You bring a bucket, I will catch Fago in that bucket during the ICP show and drink that shit.
By the way, I need to. We need to get my brother at the gathering. He can't go because of work. We'll try to. We'll try to get him
sake,
there.
Jared. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
Come on. Oh, by the way,
Come on.
Man, hold
I
me to that. Hold
fucking
me to that,
love
Alex.
this song.
Hold me to that, Alex.
God, I
You
love
bring
this song.
You bring the bucket and or cup. Just bring like a big sip cup from like 7-Eleven or whatever. I'll catch soda in that during the concert, and at the end of the concert, like, drink that shit.
You know,
for
there-
social or
there-
whatever.
when I was listening to this album, like, there's obviously, like, I have my favorite songs that I
One
like.
of my, I memorized. I can't spit it now, but I memorized this song and knew it for years.
It's a great song.
yeah.
I was gonna say, like, there were songs I loved, obviously, back then. Industry is Punks, I'm a Tell.
this piano
song-
melody. Oh,
But when I was re-listening to the album, like a few days ago, like this song and Slither really stood out to me as being like standout fucking tracks.
and I've always loved those two songs.
And I know you
Song's
have always
amazing.
had a love for this song, and like I've always kind of thought it was a background song,
Yeah.
but man, this song It rules.
I love
this
it.
Oh, it's
song
amazing.
rules, man.
It's him going. It's him doing different personas
Yeah.
of his like his inner demon. With
yes.
yeah, I mean,
he's talking to
And
himself.
this inspired me a lot, like with the whole Sly and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like
Sure.
I've went off on a tangent with that and said like, oh, Sly is a different, even to the point of corniness. But yeah, like 100%. Like
When I was younger, I used to get something
I
at the
used to
side
faint
of
at the
blood.
side of blood. Yeah,
Not the
now that
side
I'm
of
older,
blood,
I know
not
this
the
it ain't the
yeah.
side of blood, not the side
Rage.
of blood.
I always like to like rage fucking her.
Cycle's feeling like you right at your height of drugs.
Yeah, this is a great fucking song. And they there's something that's going on with the chorus. They made it go backwards instead.
Yeah.
For I guess that girl died. Okay, I may be wrong. I may be just thinking of something completely different. But did the girl who sang that hook die?
I don't know. That might be like a rock rumor or something.
Okay.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, I'm not gonna say not, because it's also one of those weird memories I have, because I'm still to this day I'm not sure. I've heard versions of this song that are forwards and versions of them that are
Yeah.
backwards, and I don't know where to find each one.
Yeah.
Like, because I've heard times where I'll hear every single hook forwards. There's versions of this song where I've heard every single hook backwards. Versions where they're mixed. So it's like I feel like there's like 8 versions of this song where they just kind of mix up whether they do forwards or backwards of the "I'm a psycho baby."
Yeah.
Because I've heard that, and then you also hear the "rish rish"
Yeah.
where they else give up. Or whatever,
If any of you
know?
juggalos know now, live or listening about this hook and who sings
Yeah,
it,
bro.
let us
Like,
know.
yeah, is she? 2 questions. 1, is she alive? And then 2, are there different versions of this hook out there? We were just talking about how are there. I might be bugging, but like I feel like there are some versions of this song where I've heard the hook is reversed the entire song, some versions where the hook is forward the entire song, and some where the hook is forward and sometimes reversed, like mixed.
No, I've never heard that.
Dude, I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging, but like I really do feel like
I've
that.
heard it forward for
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I'm saying. Like
For
I
sure.
feel like
Oh,
maybe
you know
it's
what?
in concert or something. I don't know. Maybe
Look, I wanted to point this out. I know this is not the right time, but there was a song.
because I know that on the forward, she's saying
Never mind.
"I'm a psycho
Yeah, yeah.
baby."
Is that what she's saying?
I thought,
Yeah.
dude, I swear to God, I thought
You're
I read
about
it.
I
to
thought she was
drive me
speaking like a different
crazy.
language or something.
No.
she's saying "I'm a psycho
read it-
baby." Yeah.
What I remember is I could be completely wrong, but what I remember is I read an interview where Tech Nine said they reversed it because she died and they didn't want to put her on
shit.
track like that.
Oh, maybe that is what it is. Speculations.
I don't know, but if anybody knows, let me know.
Yeah,
because
please.
I want to know.
Fill
You
us
know,
in.
you know what I mean?
Look, I
I
wanted.
consider
I,
myself
I,
a pretty deep Tech fan.
I
but,
didn't
yo,
know
I don't
this.
that one.
Here's a fun fact. I didn't know if I never knew this. I don't know. Well, what the hell? I don't know if you guys knew this,
Okay.
but check this out.
Is that Biancas and Beatrices?
Nope. Hold on. Where is it? Hold on.
That sounds like Biancas and Beatrices.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, Mama say
yeah.
stop.
This is where it's from.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
I
you
never
didn't know
heard
it
this.
was from Mambo Italiano? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
knew
was a sample.
I never
Yeah.
knew that.
I didn't know the exact song, but I knew that was like a big sample.
I did know.
It's
that.
called Mambo Italiano by Rosemary Clooney.
Hey, Mambo, I'm gonna tell a Papa and
I never heard this shit in my life. I was like,
Mambo.
wow. I mean, I knew it was a sample. I just didn't know what
Mambo
the fuck it was from.
Italiano, hey Mambo.
Okay. Moving on.
Mambo Italiano.
That's pretty cool, though.
yeah.
Thanks for at least showing me that because I forgot about it.
No problem. This song's the shit. It rules.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
I mean, number one, that piano melody really fucking has always got me.
Yeah. It does like almost an echo in the background. It's like
Love it.
dropping a pebble into water or something. You know, like rain or something.
Fucking love it.
it.
And that backwards hook, man, just always enchanted me. I was like,
Yeah,
what
that's
is
what I always thought it was
Yeah.
some lady speaking voodoo or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, she is saying, I'm a psycho baby. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's about to drive me crazy.
Yeah, I never heard that.
Yeah.
Country singer says you never heard Mambo Italiano. I never heard.
I've
it.
heard this song, but I didn't know it was Mama's Day.
I didn't know what. I mean, I never.
He didn't
heard
know
the
about
song.
that part. He didn't know about that part
Yeah.
where she said,
Literally,
Mama say stop,
Like
or
15
I'ma
years
tell
later, I
Papa."
found that out and didn't. You know, I found it out at one point and was like, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't listen to that shit. I don't know about that shit. I'm a white boy from fucking Columbus. I don't know about Italiano mambo.
Mambo Italiano. Hey, I've heard that song. You know, everyone knows and has heard that song, right?
Yeah. It's a pretty damn popular song.
But yeah, man. Man, see, like that look he has there, like that, I mean, just fucking amazing. Great look. He got over. I mean, people loved him.
Absolutely.
Here you go.
Yep.
I'm a psycho, baby.
It's about to drive me crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Cool.
6
so
triple
that's-
A 49.
Oh yeah. By the way,
And I've heard that. I've
what's the
heard
song where he
versions
goes-
of the song where it is forward the whole time.
He goes 66 888 46 993.
We back.
He goes sick with what
He
the fuck?
he rhymes with that.
What the fuck's he say? He says
Sick with it, triple. Yeah. We
he
gotta
says
look it up.
he's 66 888 46 993. Sick with nickel plated 46 mighty mind key or some shit. What the fuck's he even saying? Mighty mind. What are you even talking about, Tech Nine?
cares?
That's what I'm saying. He's making up gibberish.
Who fucking cares?
That's all
at
I'm
this
saying.
point? Who
I don't.
cares?
I don't.
Have you ever?
No.
All right.
Men
You
Have
know-
Skin too. Sponsored by Old Spice.
You know who made up more gibberish than Tech Nine? Busy Bone.
Yeah.
Listen to a Busy Bone track and tell me he ain't spitting more gibberish.
Yeah, I mean, Busy will literally be like, I'm looking and running and gunning and looking for son of an and you're like, wait, what?
I'm coming to get a bit of
Oh, I put the butter up on the knife, I give it a touch. I'm tipping and a tapping, I get a knife and a sun. Like, it's just substance.
And I'm gonna miss everybody.
And I miss my Uncle Charles.
Think about
Oh,
back
he should
in the
have
day
gone
when
in
the
front of
back-
his home.
I thought about getting rich and a back in the day, but I back in get bits.
Everybody wanna give it a time. Murderous.
And then
Murderous. Yeah, Busy will kind of do that. He'll be like, and I really want to get him a murder them motherfuckers.
yeah, murder them. Yeah, he gets
He'll
all
like kind
crazy.
of break. Yeah, he'll
he gets
break
all
and
hood
just
with
say
it.
a few
yeah.
words. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie
I'm gonna
though.
be the one that's gonna bring them guns.
I have
and
always-
suckers. I'm gonna murder them
I've longed for a Tech Nine and Busy Bones like collab, just them two.
Yeah.
What do you think about this song?
This has always been a great banger of Tech's. I mean,
It's dope as it's
Yeah.
literally his drug song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, hey, let's talk
But
about
what do
all
you
the
what do you
fucking
say?
drugs I did.
What do you say about people saying he's glorifying drugs on this song?
Okay,
He is.
he is.
he is glorifying drugs.
What do you say
Drugs
about-
are fucking
All
fun.
right, what do you say to the
guys.
person that says GHB is bad?
Guys,
is.
drugs are fun when you don't do the big three. Don't fuck with the big three. Don't fuck with heroin. Don't fuck with crack cocaine.
Or
and don't
meth.
fuck with meth. There you go. And heroin, lump in those fucking
Opiates.
Opiates, yeah. Same thing. Heroin, opiates, / like don't fuck with opiates, crack, cocaine, or meth. All the other ones do. Have fucking fun. Live it up. You're gonna have a good time probably. Or you're gonna learn something about yourself. You know, one or the other, you know. Hey,
have fun.
yeah, fuck it. You know, hey.
Go ahead, just go do
Stay
it.
away
Have,
from the big
have some
three.
fun.
You have my approval to do mushrooms, acid, DMT, marijuana. Like, hey, go crazy, man. Crocodile.
Country
All right.
singer says, "Did Tech ever get his collab with Eminem?" I thought he did, didn't he?
Yeah, he
Uh,
absolutely
on
did.
that
Speed
song-
'em.
Oh yeah,
Speed 'em.
Yep.
Yep.
He was on that Wake Up Show song too.
Yeah, because Eminem
Oh, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
came to. Yeah, well,
The anthem.
The anthem
the
was
anthem.
awesome.
The anthem.
They
counted,
weren't
but
together. They
it
weren't
wasn't.
together.
Yeah, they were on the same track.
That
but
was a
they never
cipher.
met.
That was a
yeah,
cipher
exactly.
thing.
They recorded their verses and
Yeah,
he
the
accumulated.
Wake Up Show put that together. That wasn't him working with Eminem.
Alex, fentanyl is an opiate.
That goes in with heroin.
Yeah, that goes in the heroin opiates group.
Fentanyl
That's not,
is fun.
yeah. So any
You know what I've noticed
opiates
about?
are bad news. G.
You know what I've noticed about?
Unless you
fentanyl,
are
Alex?
fucking in a shitload of pain. But-
If any of our listeners do fentanyl, let me just ask, what's with the styrofoam cups? Every time I see you, you guys are like going like,
It's the fentanyl knee. It's the knee. They think that if they Waking
Why
Eye,
do
I
you-
absolutely recommend Jinkum.
Why do you
If you have the patience to shit and piss in a jar, here we go, getting off on our tangent. We're supposed to do a dedicated review. We're getting off on a tangent.
We're talking about drugs,
I'm
dude.
getting-
It's
yeah,
fine.
it is T9X, right? This is a song about drugs. I do recommend Jinkum. If you have the patience to shit and piss in jars, put them on your back porch and wait for the gas to come up, and then you want to inhale your own shit and piss. I encourage that. Go for it, playa. Record it and send it to us. I highly encourage that. That's fucking hilarious to me.
But, like,
that
but-
someone would put that much time and effort into huffing their own shit so that they could get a wah-wah effect for 24 seconds.
But if you look at a fentanyl people, they have like, I don't know, is it fentanyl or meth? But they always have a styrofoam cup, and they obsess over it, and they always go like,
What? What are you talking about?
they fuck up, like literally they break everything around them but their styrofoam cup.
Yeah, yeah.
They trip, they
They
fall.
treasure,
but the
treasure
cup-
that.
That's where their soul is.
What is with that?
It's like drugs are bad. We're not making fun of people with drug addictions. We are making fun of people for getting drug addictions. Don't make the choice in the first place, guys.
DJ Slug says maybe it's
Playing. We're
scissor.
not.
I mean, maybe.
It's very
but
serious, yeah.
where I'm from, I don't think there's scissor around, but it's a lot of meth and fentanyl.
Yeah, we don't really fuck with
Heroin
scissor
out
around
here.
here.
But
Yeah.
like they always
I fucked with scissor, but scissor, the shit that I fucked with was like literally Robitussin, Jolly Rancher, and vodka.
That's what scissor is, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, we got fucked up on that shit. Yeah,
Sounds
yeah,
like
we never did
codeine.
codeine. Yeah, I never did codeine. I don't know what that's like. Is codeine an opiate?
I don't know what codeine. I think that's what's in
Is that Lil
Robitussin.
Wayne shit?
No,
it
that's
is?
what's in scissor.
Tussin? Oh, yeah. I don't know. I guess so. I would always just look for you look in the ingredients, and when we made quote unquote our scissor, our version, you just find Tussin.
By the way, have you heard that Trampled by Turtles song, Codeine?
No.
They have a song called Codeine. It's actually really good. Check it out. Carver is right. That is how they act. I know. That's what I'm saying. What the fuck is
styrofoam
it?
cup? What's in the fucking styrofoam cup?
Why do they always have a cup?
If
That's
you're,
like,
I
like
hope
they're-
we don't have any listeners that are on fentanyl. But if you happen to be on fentanyl, one, stop that shit. Two, what's up with the cup? Let us know.
dude, they'll be completely hunched over, like, and
Yeah.
then the cup will be in their hand. They'll be punching the wall, but the cup will be there.
Right.
They'll be like, I don't know.
Bonjay the Country Singer said the chorus is corny. Solid Psycho wants us to sign his Chapter 17 jersey when he sees us at the gathering. Would you sign that?
Why the hell would you want me to sign that?
I'm just keeping it
don't-
real.
I
We
would
are
not.
nobodies.
I would not want to ruin your jersey.
Yeah, we
don't-
are nobodies.
I'll sign something else for you.
I would love to sign some shit if you just want to have my signature like a yearbook or something. But
I'll
like,
sign a flyer.
we
for
are
you.
literally we're just like you. We just have a camera and some microphones, fam.
I don't sign anything.
I think we're
because
funny guys.
they
We're
still-
fun and we're funny, but that's about where the line ends. We're
I gotta,
nobodies.
you gotta watch signing things.
and
They
you got a dope ass jersey you probably paid like
Ah, man.
$100 for or something, like $125. How much are psychopathic jerseys nowadays?
Who
150.
knows? Yeah.
I think they were 125, 150.
Too
when
rich
we
for
used to
me.
buy 'em, yeah. So you got something dope like that. Even though I'm not a big Ouija fan, if it's dope, keep that shit dope and pristine, or have Ouija sign that shit because
Oh,
then
yeah,
it would be doper. You know.
Here's a good song right here to talk about. He got Deeds.
Oh,
Hustle on
okay.
this
Yeah,
song.
if you just want all your homies to sign it, kind of like how you did the last day of school or whatever. Are you playing? I thought you were like playing with your dick. I was like, what's
No.
going on? Okay. Sorry. You just kind of gave me like
All right.
eyebrow eyes.
Talk
All right.
about the song, Derek. What were we saying?
going back to the song.
Yeah, this shit.
The fact that there's a D12 feature is pretty interesting at this time frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2003, Tech Nine, unknown artist gets a D12 feature.
Yeah. Now, granted, this is D12 minus Eminem.
Yeah, of course.
But still, now I remember when I saw that, I was like, oh my god! Like I was like, oh shit, you got Eminem on a fucking album. No, he did not. He got the rest of D12.
Let me ask, business-wise, with Angelic, how much money was Tech making? And then
that's a good
he
question.
was able to make this album, which is mixed and mastered to perfection. Probably paid good money to get this album produced and engineered.
Agreed.
And then he gets a D12 feature. How much money was he making before he even got into the Juggalo world?
That's a great question.
And before he started getting that fan base supporting him, you know?
No, he was making enough because I remember he was touring and shit before the Juggalo World, but it was just straight Midwest.
Yeah.
First big tour I remember him being on was Wicked Wonka, real talk.
Yeah, yeah.
For me, that's just from my
But
memory.
that was after Absolute Power came.
Yeah, it was absolutely. Absolute Power had been out for a little while then because he still hadn't spread out or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But this song is okay.
They had that DVD that came with the Absolute Power album too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It was a double disc. Came
Yep.
with the DVD. Yeah. It had the videos on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, this
Hey,
song.
you actually
What?
you have the DVD?
Yeah, it's
Look
right
at
there.
that. Hell yeah.
This song is all right. I was never a fan of it. My favorite part of this song is that in Tech Nine's verse at the beginning, he drops a Pootie Tang reference when he says, "Cause what a time, I tippy tie on your Kappa town." I mean, that's literally gibberish, but that's a straight quote from Pootie Tang.
Yeah.
What were the unreleased songs that were on the DVD? It says there are 7 new unreleased songs on
Here, I'll
DVD.
pop into the computer.
Yeah. Grinch was one of them.
Grinch is one
Yeah.
of them? Oh, okay.
That's
didn't
the only
know
one.
Grinch was
the
one
only
of them.
one that matters.
Yeah. That I know every word to the Grinch.
Yeah. Grinch.
Like
is
literally
amazing.
every single word. That's one of my favorite rap
Which
songs.
why didn't the Grinch make it on this album?
I have no idea.
As far-
That'd be a great
This should have been like
great tale to learn.
Maybe it's copyright.
Grinch
Yeah.
was fucking one of the best songs he's ever done and didn't make it on the album.
It had a Christmas feel. Maybe somebody decided against it above his head, like, you know.
One of his best songs and it's never been on an album and they should have I don't know. It was I think it was on his Forgotten Freshness, which was Vintage Tech, I believe. Vintage Tech. I remember when Vintage Tech came out.
Yeah, of
That was kind of
yeah.
big too.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
No, there's nothing in the audio section. It's all on the video section.
7.
So I don't know what songs are on here. There's no it's not like just on here as songs. You know what I'm saying? It's weird.
See,
I love
Internet
this verse
can-
too. This is a great verse.
Proof. I mean, proof always comes with it.
Yeah.
Here, I'll try to play one of these files off of this. Let's just see what happens.
Worst Enemy, the next song is great too. That's about
My dick.
Yeah. Great twist.
Also, I think this is supposed to be like popped in. It's supposed to like be played like it comes up as a DVD or something, but it's not doing that for me. You know what I'm saying? I can't get it to like here, let me just hit play. See what happens. Nope. Oh. It knows it's a DVD. It's coming up with strange music. I don't know if I can't show this, I don't think.
All right, so I got The Grinch, Victory,
Oh yeah, Victory was
Shocked.
Victory was a great
He's like-
song.
He spells victory in that shit.
Yeah, it had Shocked, and then it Snake Ya, and then Beef.
This is pretty cool. Look.
I think Snake You was the other one that was on the Beef soundtrack, the movie Beef.
Okay.
We need to listen to these because there's some classic tracks on here. Grinch, Beef, Victory,
Oh, here you go. Look, here it is.
great songs.
Oh, well,
Victory was an absolute banger.
We'll listen to him at the end. I'll see
Oh,
if
here
I
we
can-
go.
I'll see-
Victory is number 1. Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can get this little thing to play. We'll keep playing the album first, but I'm gonna
Yeah, I
work
was
on
gonna
getting this so that people can see it because this is like a relic. People
Yeah.
don't see like DVD menus and shit like this,
Yeah,
so I think
DVD
it'll be fun to
menus.
show that. But we'll continue with the album.
Right,
here.
right.
We were on She Devil. We're finishing that up. But yeah, this song was always. I think I would skip it often, but listening to it again this time around, I really appreciated all the D12 guys' verses. Like I liked them. You know, this song like it moved up a couple notches for me. Like over the years.
She-Devil?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it more now than I did then for sure.
I think Worst Enemy is brilliant.
Yeah, it's pretty
the next
good.
song. I
pretty
really do.
fucking
I think it's
good.
brilliant. To me, it's brilliant writing. I really do think it is. And I think Tech Nine has it in him to be a very fucking good writer when he wants to be.
There it is. Look, now I can show it. When it's time to play it, yeah, y'all are gonna get to see how the DVD looks and shit. It'll be fun. All right, we'll pause that for now. Beat on this song rules.
This is
nasty.
insanely amazing storytelling, just because It really sounds like he's talking about a person
no.
until that nice M. Night Shyamalan twist at the end. You know what I mean?
I do think this is bars. He's mixing speed rap with bars.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
When you wanted to dig, I dug for you. I mean,
Oh,
he's got some good
yeah.
lines on here, man.
Bro, I was
Like, yeah, I like his double entendres in it. No more stopping women from putting a knife to your cap, like the cap of your dick, like in the cap of your.
we're the same complexion. That's
Yeah, we're the same. Come on, we're the same complexion. Yeah.
I mean, to me, I don't know, man. I think this.
I know a lot of people's dicks are not the same complexion as the rest of their body, and so I think that was like him complimenting.
Is yours?
Yes, my dick
Is your dick the same color as your body?
No, my
'cause when
dick
I got
is slightly darker than the rest of my body. I'd
Well,
say.
when I got a
Slightly
farmer's
darker.
tan, my shit's pale as hell. And,
Wow.
yeah.
I would say mine is like slightly just a tinge darker than the rest of my body.
Have you, but have
Just
you,
for real, just a tinge.
have you seen
darker.
those dicks though, where they're like,
Mine's constantly brown. I don't know if it's because I'm butt fucking constantly.
In-depth review.
well, the song is about dicks,
Right, it is.
Well, I have you seen those dicks though, where they're like kind of like skin tone, and then like the top half of it is like
A
like
different color.
albino?
Yeah, I have seen that. Mine is not like that at all.
It's as if like they
Purple-headed yogurt slinger?
Yeah.
I don't shave my dick either. Like I trim the pubic hair, but I don't shave the shaft or anything.
Oh.
Well, I don't really have hair on the shaft.
I
though.
do.
Like very, very base. Very base.
I get it all the way up to the head.
it's like it's like a little tube sock or something.
It's like a happy trail all the way up the back of it.
It's just oh my gosh, that's hideous. That's hideous. But fuck yeah.
Shit.
That left me
Anyway,
speechless.
back to worst enemy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how much I could say about the song other than that it is absolutely brilliant.
It rules.
Absolutely. I mean, you got to think like I said, the main thing with this track that was just like mind blowing is the first time you hear it.
Yeah.
And then when he says, "I'm talking to you, who my dick,"
How-
and it's just like,
Yeah.
my dick.
You're like, wait, what?
Yeah, you're like, whoa.
Let me
and
ask
then
you-
you have to re-listen to it, and then
Yeah.
you hear all the metaphor.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
oh shit, and you hear all those double
I know, man,
entendres.
just great,
How
just
much
great
shit like that where he's doing like the how much of that kind of shit do you think was added? Like, look, I'm imagining this. He recorded all the songs. They're in the studio going through them. He's like, let me add this. Let me add some of this.
I
Let me
wouldn't
put
doubt
this
it.
in here. Let me put
I
this in
wouldn't doubt
there.
it.
Like, because so much of this stuff is just so like
when
it's
he-
like hand chosen. Like, let
And
me
he
put
knows
this
how
here.
to do it. He's like, I want to do a yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, it's never
Like,
just
he
a song with
knows-
it's never just a song with 3 verses and a hook.
But that's
No,
another
yeah,
thing.
I
He
agree.
knows how to make his voice an instrument.
Yeah, you're right.
And I think him being raised up with a lot of gospel influences, you hear that in his music. Because you got to think, yeah, it's the same as,
Yeah.
yeah.
He knows what
Yeah.
he's doing,
Yeah.
man. This is great. Damn, that's real dope. What are you talking about, DJ Slug? Country singer says "Worst Enemy" is the best track. It's one of them. It really is. I truly agree.
it's amazing
Like,
just
look-
because, he has that amazing twist at the end, which is just, and like I said, that's what really sells it is that anytime you're going to try to do that as a rapper, if you want to do that gotcha at the end, you have to fucking make sure that when they go through the second time, it still works. So the first time it has to work on a level where they don't know what you're talking about. So it has to completely work of them thinking of another person or,
It's
of
got
your
to work
original
as
concept.
if you never even heard the twist.
Yeah, exactly. And then once you hear the twist, you have to go back and it has to work equally as good with the
Yeah.
twist revealed. That takes a fucking shitload of talent.
Can I ask what you think about this? Why?
Think about sorry, the last thing I just want to say, for every good M. Night Shyamalan film that has a good twist, there are 4 that have a fucking horrible twist.
I'll say this about Worst Enemy. I think most like people with half a brain can figure out he's talking about his dick halfway through that song.
yeah.
So
I don't know.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I'll
I didn't
admit it.
until I heard
didn't know.
all the way.
I don't
through.
know if
I thought he was talking about one of his, who he talked about on
Yeah, like-
worst or not or Angelic.
This was shortly after the J Core split, so
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
thinking.
not saying I did. I'm just saying I think some people I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
people
yeah.
definitely could figure
Oh,
it
yeah,
out.
I'm sure
So
some people
I'm only
did.
saying that because I don't think the twist is like that like crazy to me. Where I'm like, oh wow, I think it's really cool. I think it's well done. I think he did a good job, but it's fine. It's a
Well,
fine
with
enough
the same complexion line.
Yeah,
You
maybe
could have
that-
thought he was talking about one of his dudes. You know, they're both black. You know, and it's kind of
There's
hard
a-
to decipher.
if I went back through it, there's some lines I
I
would
100%. When I first heard it, I guarantee you, I was thinking Don Juan.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, he's
Yeah,
talking
me
about Don
too.
Juan. He's
Exactly.
talking
I
about
was
Don
like,
Juan.
Don
I
Juan.
wanted to ask this. So the next track is "Signing Off." It's just a 4 seconds of. Why make this a track, and what do you think was the reason?
Let me see.
It?
Let's do it again.
Back to your regular program, you sick fuckers. David Mezza signing off.
David Mezzer had to be a homie or something that I feel like. Maybe it was his manager or something. You know what I mean?
No,
But-
because that was what the hell was his manager's name? He was a
David Mezzer, you punk motherfucker. You know, he might have just thought he was like a funny ass dude or something because he has like a super, like.
You know what I think that track is for? Is to get you
Google,
back to
here
the
we go.
bangers.
Yeah, it doesn't say. Yeah, you might be right because he had like. I mean,
Yeah.
"She Devil's" a kind of silly song, like. Worst Enemy silly,
Yeah.
and then he's like, all right, back to your regular schedule, and then the
Well-
next three
well,
songs are like
This
epics.
this album is divided in sections. Slither, Trapped in a Psycho's Body, T9X, She Devil. This is all like these kind of like I'm taking you into my psychological mind. I'm taking you into my basically my world that doesn't relate to the mainstream. You
Yeah.
know? But I think that signing off is basically like, okay.
All right, guys.
Let's take you back to what the album was.
All right, guys. David G. Messer.
Okay. Age 90 of Sauk Center, died peacefully May 3rd, 2019 at St. Cloud Hospital in Minnesota.
All right, get out of here. All right, what do you think of this song?
Absolute Power is fucking the banger of all time.
Absolutely.
This song rules.
God, this album is great.
Yeah, this was a good title track. Something strange. Real with it. This also had a really great beat. Although what I love about this beat is it's signifying like kind of the end, you know? It has like a drop feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like going down as it kind of goes.
Yeah.
So it's signifying, all right, we're coming to the end of this album, you know? Absolute power.
Absolute power. Absolute power. Absolute power. Great song, man. God, man, it's a good song. Not
And
many
like,
rap
and I think
songs.
that, and once again, this is him screaming like, "Hey, man, look where I'm fucking at now. Like, I got through that J-Core shit. I split with my producer. I had to rebuild this shit from the fucking bottom all the way back up. And now look at me, man. They love us everywhere we fucking go. Like, I'm selling out fucking show. Like, I'm fucking killing it. You know, absolute power. You can take somebody's temporary power. You can't take an absolute power away. You know what I mean? Absolute power is something that can't be taken. It's not a temporary power. It's not a given power. It's power that it's just that it's absolute. You know what I mean? You just know you're the shit.
Halle
no matter
Berry
what
and
you do.
Juliette Lewis. Is he talking about like the white lady, Juliette Lewis, that played the retarded girl in
Mentally
that
challenged.
I hope
movie
he
with
was.
Giovanni Ribisi from the 90s?
I truly hope he was.
Juliette Lewis.
Halle,
I
it's just
remember-
a random. It's a random pull for
It
the-
is. I agree. Like
I remember
Halle
being-
Berry. I get it. Yeah.
Juliette Lewis.
What? All right.
Back on to the song. Back on to the
That's the
sound. of
song.
No, I'm saying back,
Back
onto
to
the
the
sound
record,
of the
you
song.
motherfuckers.
I was in a car with two metalheads playing this, and they liked it.
Oh wow.
Oh, really?
Straight up metalheads.
Nice.
It does have kind of a metal feel, you know. Yeah. Everything's about to blow. You know, he's screaming.
I was like,
It's a hard rock.
I was like, I know you guys don't like rap, but check this shit out. And I think this was the track I skipped to, and they were like, yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
In the city.
All right, I'm gonna skip through the ends of these last so,
yada yada yada.
so that
is-
we can get to those other 7.
yada yada yada's top 3 songs for me.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is a an amazing diss song.
Yes.
It's and the reason it's hard to quantify it as a diss song because he's not just straight going for he's speaking truth. You know, he is talking his internal feelings on the
Fucking
matter.
love
But
it.
this is why I think it's such a great a genius diss song is because he's not trying to like hurt the Don Juan. He's just telling like, yo, you fucking played
He's
me,
like, bro, I loved you.
yeah,
How
yeah,
could you
exactly.
do this to me? I
Yeah,
loved you.
You played me.
Yeah.
And now you're just running your fucking mouth.
Like, bro, I don't want to hurt you, but you made me do this.
This song's an all-timer.
Yeah, oh yeah. This has always been in my top 3 favorite Tech Nine songs of all time. I love this song.
Yeah, I like the I like all his hip hop references that he throws in here. This song has a lot of like old school hip hop references, like right. Just think, what if I could just blink this shit away? Yeah, that's like
What's
a
that
hip-
from?
I don't
he
know
wants
exactly,
it to be
but-
gone, but that right there, he's saying, I don't
sorry.
want to do this.
Just think.
You know, I
Yeah.
don't want to have to be. I don't want to have to be part of this shit. But that kind of rhyme scheme and silly
Black
game,
Thought. It was
awesome.
Black Thought from the Roots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Black Thought said, "Just think, what if you could just blink yourself away?"
Millimeter. That bar. Man, that bar was it.
Which one?
Drop the
About to
millimeter.
spot the
I
millimeter.
Yeah.
Drop the millimeter. Drop the millimeter.
That is
Cock
tight.
the millimeter.
Yeah, it
Hurts.
great.
Hurt. It hurt. It's what's the spiraling.
Hurt my Wegro.
To be my homie.
My Wegro.
Hey, Shelling, you gon' slap
That must
the
be a
taste
reference
out
too.
my
I'm
mouth.
assuming.
Savoir faire everywhere. If you need me, believe me, it's easy. To put holes in
Do you when you're singing this by yourself? Do you drop the N bombs?
yeah,
I say Wegro.
100%. I anytime I am singing a song, I have never used the N-word. I hate when people use the N-word as a derogatory term. But to me, when you make a rap song and somebody sings along and says "nigga," there's no problem with that. You know what I mean?
I
It's the
stopped.
intent of the word,
I
bro.
won't do it. I'll do it by myself, or like if like my kids are in the car, because who cares? But I won't drop N bombs in conversations.
No, I never do it when speaking.
I mean, even in a song, if people are around, I'm not dropping an N bomb.
You guys are.
if I have black like I
If
have
you've ever
I've had
said it,
black
you're
people-
bigots.
No, I've had black people. I've been around black people and said "nigga" when in terms when I'm rapping in a song. But in that sense, like I've never had a black person go, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! You can't say that." You're listening to rap.
I'm
music,
scared
rap
to do
music.
that.
No, I'm not scared at all.
wouldn't
Like
do that.
they wouldn't have a problem because you're not looking at them. Now, if every time you said it, you looked at them, like you're rapping the song, you're like. At first, my nigga, it hurts, my nigga. You're like, yeah, they're probably gonna look at you and be like, hey, bro, what the fuck, But yeah, I think it's all intent, and I've never talked to a black person that would disagree with that. Me personally, that would
That hurts
disagree
my
with
cracker. That hurt my cracker.
that. Yeah. I mean,
It hurts my ninja.
it's
to
not
hurt
the same.
My ninja.
Yeah, it's
It
not the
hurts my
same. Like
ninja.
you're never gonna find a white person that's offended with crack. I hate when people say there's racist terms for white people too. Like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, white people were never oppressed like in this country by another.
Well, I'm
race.
telling you right now, I'm rapping this
Unless
song
you're
in my
Jewish.
car.
Unless you're Jewish.
I'm rapping this song in my car. I'm dropping every single N bomb.
Slightly for the Irish.
I just say Wegro.
but not much.
That's a
Just
safe. That's
slightly.
safe. Even when
Yeah,
you're alone,
come on.
that's
just
safe.
say Wegro, man. Come on,
Wegro.
be good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't find a problem until like I found someone that had a problem with it, and in which case it's like I don't know. I would change it then, but I don't know. I've never encountered that problem. I guess. I don't know.
All right, are we? done
Alex
with-
says gross, so he doesn't like us saying N bomb.
Yeah.
with
Yeah. Well, I'm saying a song. Yeah.
Hey man. Hey Alex, you're an N. How about that?
Never. Yeah. You know what? Fine. I'll say ninja. I used to do that back in the day. I really did do that when I was juggling. I would just replace it with ninja.
What do you think about
You
this song?
ninjas ain't. Yeah. This is the. I like
Great
this
song.
song, and I know you
Love
fucking
it.
hate it.
I hate this song.
I know you hate
because
it.
I think Scatterman Snug Brim ruined this song.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like the verses of this song are meh, but the hook I love so fucking much. I
Hook
like
is
this
tight.
song.
Hook and beat.
The
is
hook
tight.
of this shit is so tight. But yeah.
No, I love this song. I even like their version.
In my moan, early moan, home,
Man,
get my
hand
hustle
and
on,
moan.
stay
Man,
sturdy.
Is that Snug Brim? I don't know who
Birdies.
whoever it is.
Yeah, Scatterman sucks brain.
I hate them. They suck.
You fucking
I'm a
suck.
man's, I'm a bitch Reed. Fucking hoes.
I like it. I don't
all
think
these
they're
trials
bad.
tribulations.
Dude, we've heard way worse rappers on. Come on,
Well, yeah, of course, but he ruins this dope song.
it's still a dope song. How? What the fuck? You're out of your mind right now.
Am I just fucking loopy right now or what, dude?
Violent J country singer Alex might have you blocked. That's very likely. If you don't see any of his comments, you're probably
I think
blocked.
Alex had us blocked until recently.
That's fair.
Thanks for joining us.
That's
Alex.
fair. And then you join it to hear the debate over the N-word in rap
Yeah.
songs.
And you think it's gross.
Yeah.
Alex was like, "Have these bigots stopped what they're doing? Let me check in on this episode." Oh God, they're talking about the N-word.
Yeah.
No.
Songs only. Songs only. That's my policy. Songs only. And never say it with hate. It's kind of like retard. You can call your friends retarded, but you never call a person who's actually mentally challenged retarded.
No, you can call them retard. They won't care.
Because they're retarded.
Yeah.
Retards don't
Precisely.
care when you call them retards.
They don't know.
Oh my god.
They don't know what a retard is, so you can call retards retards. They're fine with it.
They don't mind. It's like a deaf person. Like you can kind of say anything you want to a deaf
Yeah.
person. Be like,
You can
fuck
call deaf-
you and
you-
fuck your mother.
I
And
call
they'll be like,
every deaf person I meet, I call them an N-word behind their
yeah,
back.
you have to walk up. You have to. No,
Even if they're white or Mexican, I don't care.
I do
There's-
not unless I'm listening to music. But we're
Deaf people, I mean, I do this. I'll do this like, hey, what's up, you fucking piece of shit? Hey, how you doing, buddy? Oh, I fucking hate you, bro.
yeah.
I do that.
Why don't you suck my dick? And then they'll go, why are you coming in your mouth so much? And you're just like, that was rude of me to do that impersonation. But hey, let's keep it moving. Constantly dirty. Here
Don't
we
get
go.
don't get in your feelings, homeboy. We're just
To be
having fun.
fair, this is Scatterman and Snug Brims versus. So as you've noticed, we're not as into this song, so we're talking a little
Wait,
bit.
who's this guy?
This is Cut.
Is it?
like the Grinch.
I gotta look that up. That doesn't
I
sound.
don't hate
sure
this
this is
at
Cut
all.
Calhoun, isn't it?
This fucking verse I think is good.
It's fine. Who is this? Let's see. Michael Bear, who is Bakari, and then Stuart Abbey, who's Big Scoob. I think it's Big Scoob. William Gatz, who is
Well,
Tex Will.
If you don't want to listen to,
so it's not Scatterman Snug Brim.
My entire life, I thought this was Cut Calhoun. This verse, I thought this was Cut Calhoun. So I'm getting very
Tech Nine,
perplexed right now,
Bakari,
guys.
Big Scoob, and Tex Will.
so he's got his Road Dog villains.
Alex,
on this
we're not
one.
making fun of you.
Yeah.
We're gonna let you down, Alex.
So if you
We're not
don't,
making fun of you, bro.
if you don't like the song, you won't like the Road Dog Villains album,
Maybe. But I think.
which I like.
But here's
want
my
you
thing.
here.
I think I like this song. I like everything about this song, except people who aren't Tech Nine on it. That's all it is. Like, it's not anything against them. It's just any Tech
I
Nine
agree.
song with features. I don't want to hear your features.
This
honestly.
song is this hook though is fucking
Especially
amazing.
at this point, because it wasn't features because of their skill level. It's features because it's like, all right, well, you're my friends. Come on, my album.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Like,
Like,
he was
it's
like,
just-
I think he was trying to get his friends on more.
I wish Tech would have been first on this song.
Yeah.
That would have made me like it more. Honestly.
Alex,
was appreciated.
if you, I think if you met us in person, you'd like us. I'm a nice guy, and I'm not a hate-filled person. So, give country singer another chance. He's a good guy. We're all good guys.
Give us another
Alex-
chance. We're sorry. We won't say N-words.
Alex said
we
that-
want you.
Alex said, I know. From now on, I won't even say it in raps.
Bro, I'll take
We
care
just
of-
want you here out. We are
Alex-
pandering, okay? We are more than willing to pander for your acceptance.
Let me tell you something, Alex. If I saw you and you needed, I'd give you the shirt off my back. I'm telling you.
I would
That's
not.
the kind of guy I am.
I would not because I'm
I would-
fat and that would be embarrassing.
I would give you the underwear off my nutsack, Alex. I
Alex,
swear to God. I
Alex,
swear to God.
If I saw you, I would give you a high five and directions to wherever you needed to go.
Alex, I would give you, my man, the jeans off my butt.
Alex, I bet you money we would like you.
Alex,
because we like everyone.
You're a beautiful soul. I know it, Alex.
Here's the issue.
That's not Scatterman and Snug Brim.
when you're around people a lot,
fine. They're
yeah,
all
you
right,
may not
too.
like them, but look, man, we're here to help.
Yeah. All right,
know?
now, arguably, I just want to skip this. Arguably, one of the best covers.
Oh,
Ever done here.
Fuck yes.
This I consider this a cover song.
Now,
Some
let-
people. What do you say to someone who says this is corny?
Well, let me ask you
This
something.
is corny. I say fuck you
Aside
and
from
fuck
that,
your family.
Aside from that, do you think this is a good closing track?
Yes,
Yeah, I do too.
I do. It's
like
epic as fuck.
I think I think it's a great track. I think there could have. No, you're
I
right.
think-
Yeah, it is a good one because it has the kind of the finality to it.
I think
What could have been a better song?
Absolute
you're-
Power. I think
Maybe.
Absolute Power could
Yeah,
have been a
could
good
have been a
closing
good
track,
closer,
but this
yeah.
is a great one too.
Or sign off. Or this is David Mezzer signing off, you fucking dirty motherfuckers.
Fucking fuckheads.
Yeah, this is David Mezzer once again saying "fuck off," Tat. Fuck is David Mezzer? I want to meet David Mezzer, whoever the fuck that guy is, and know why Tech Nine put
By
him
the
on his
way,
album.
this song I think needs to be held to the same standard as some of the most classic hip hop songs explaining how to do things.
Yes.
Which is like the Crack Commandments, right? What is that Biggie song?
10 Crack Commandments.
10 Crack Commandments. The
Yeah.
Blunt song that Redman did.
Yeah.
The Blunt song. Tech Nine does a song on how to cheat on your fucking
Bro,
girl.
Yeah. I mean, for real.
Dude, the line
Yeah.
where he's like, just don't use no soap, just use hot
Yeah,
water on
I
your
mean,
washcloth.
he
Like,
ex-
I'm like, okay, thank you.
That's good
explains
enough.
it- He explains it to a T on how to do it. Not saying
Yeah.
I would ever do
All
it.
right, of course.
Don't be a dope and use the soap because
I lo-
it'll leave a scent.
I love you, babe.
Don't tell no prostitute that she's your one and only.
I love you, babe, but Tech Nine taught me how to cheat.
Yeah, he really did.
When you're taking chickens
He's like-
to your secret home, hey, always go the back. If it
Oh,
confuse them,
If you go
just
to the
take
movies,
long
throw
way.
away your tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
go to the
Like I
movies,
said
throw
that
away your
too.
ticket
He's
stuff.
like, throw away your ticket
I
stuff.
mean, like
yeah, he
thi-
whispers it. Like,
this belongs on the level of those songs.
Oh yeah, man,
Yeah.
this song rules.
10
Absolutely.
Crack Commandments.
I
How to
wish-
roll a blunt.
I wish I could think of more examples.
Yeah.
Chat. What's some more examples of like hip hop songs that are like that is like how to be like gangster, how to be a thug.
gangster and hood and shit.
Yeah, like I want the ones that teach you shit.
yeah.
You know?
Tech Nine did not get fucking props for this, but he taught a generation of kids how to cheat.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and successfully. I'm not a cheater personally. However, I appreciate that if I was, he's given me the guidelines to do it, bro.
And if you weren't aware,
That's legit.
this is a play on Amadeus, by the
Really?
way, the song from
Yeah, Amadeus, which is
Flock
80s song.
Flock of Seagulls or something.
I don't know.
think
Is
so.
it 80s or 70s?
Yeah, it's 80s.
80s. Amadeus, Amadeus, Amadeus.
And that song was sweet because it actually like, told you about Mozart Amadeus. You
Yeah.
learned something in that
Right,
song.
yeah.
Just like in this song, you learned something.
The
Look,
only-
Tech Nine kept the spirit of the original song.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
no,
the
no,
only
it's-
thing I learned from the original Amadeus was that his last name was Amadeus.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, if you would ask after that song, if you were to be like, whose last name was Amadeus, I would have been like, Beethoven.
yeah.
Solid Cycle says "Gunwalk" by Lil Wayne. I'm not a huge fan of Lil
Okay.
Wayne. What does that song
I'm
say?
not familiar with that
Do
song.
you know anything about that song?
I don't. I'm kind of wondering why people are just like throwing out tracks.
Oh, it's.
I mean, I'm with it.
They're,
Don't
they're
get me wrong, I'm
examples. They're
down.
examples of how to be a thug song.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, cool.
You want
yeah.
to check? You want to check any of those out? I mean, we still got all the other tracks to go through.
I
in the
say
next 15
we need
minutes.
we need to do
All right,
beef.
let's go through those real quick. All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm a play is a great.
Beef isn't on there.
It's not on there. Yeah, maybe I'm
It's
wrong.
not on
yeah.
this.
Oh, I thought you
Maybe
said it
it was-
was.
No, I thought
Beef's
it was,
on
but I
Vintage
was wrong.
Tech.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was wrong. Like
All
because
right.
I was reading off
But it
of
has
the
the
Google
Grinch.
list, and it yeah.
All right, but let's do Victory.
Victory.
Great song. Love this song. I think it should have been on the album, if you ask me. Fucking love this.
I forgot about these songs, man.
Who's up? Who's up? Who's up? Who up?
Oh yeah. Let's
Yeah.
put it on big picture. Hold on, I got you.
You can see these great DVD menus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he does that flow with hit the beat down and
Oh,
hit the
yeah.
beat down and then up in the bound and again. Oh,
Alright.
I mean, this is just a banger, I think. You know,
Yeah, dude, this shit rules.
It's nothing crazy, but it's just a nice feel-good banger. The bust got from us. It's a lust.
Oh, this shit is dope.
Yeah. Yeah, he rides this shit nuts. Great shit.
J. Cole, 1985. That was a good one. I keep bringing that one up because that's a good song.
Vivid, liquid, compatible,
Yeah.
Dude, this song fucking rules.
I know.
Why isn't this on the
I
album?
love this song.
I don't. Yeah, good question.
God damn, this is sweet.
This is a banger, man.
I forgot about this shit, dude. Don't ever forget it. Women getting targeted.
I mean,
He's got like the Nate Dogg hook.
yeah, the fucking DVD menus are actually pretty cool.
Dude, the DVD menus are cool. Oh shit! I know I was gonna make that bigger. And then victory.
Yeah, this flow pattern right here is great. I said, "Bit a bit of bomb, bit of get a bit of bomb, get a
Number 2, Freaky Little Things.
That shit was tight. You're right.
These were always ones I skipped. I don't think Freaky Little Things was one that stuck out.
I don't remember this song at all. I don't remember. I don't think I've ever heard this song. Maybe once.
I've heard it definitely, but I skipped it.
I mean, it's just gonna be a pussy song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't heard this either. I'm a pretty big thing. I haven't heard this.
Yo, you bet to know I gotta flex a flow about her.
Hey.
Sexy hoe, I gotta let you know about her. Me next to go inside her. I rep the mo beside her. We did a show at Granada. Sexy dark chocolate. I think her name was
I mean, yeah, this is.
Hallelujah. What
It kind of reminds me of a angelic type of style he's doing.
like a pony. She was OG. Young chick, it was better than it was supposed to be. Was a Mexican and Italian chick named Mexital Marie. For a minute, she wanted about the chance she gets taken.
I'm good
Tech
on
Nine
this.
taught a lot of people things. I'll tell you one thing Tech Nine taught me how, as far as hip hop. Tech Nine taught me how to write a song. He taught me how to fucking write a song in summaries.
Okay.
Before I heard Tech Nine, I would write songs and I would not know how to cut them and put them in like basically like a summary, like three
Yeah, I got you.
paragraphs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You do a paragraph, beginning, middle, end. Like he was very good at explaining on how to do that with just his raps, and try to be stylistic as well. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know this song at all.
Oh, this song was great. Hydro. Yeah.
You like this song?
I love this song. It's just dope. It's just a speed rap. Dope.
That's Cut Calhoun, I think.
Yeah. I think everybody rips
Oh,
on this one.
Cut doesn't like
Yeah.
flow like that very much. That's pretty dope. Yeah, I never heard this.
It's a natural reflex of B set, C set,
Oh, he's
D set,
spitting.
to D set. Yeah, this is great shit.
It's such a wacky beat. That's probably why it didn't make the cut. It's like weird.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have even picked this beat to write on. Like I would have been like, nah, I'm skipping that beat.
Yeah,
you
I'm
know.
good.
Like,
Think so.
I mean, it's not a horrible beat. It's just a weird beat to rap on. That was kind of cool.
Hey, Slaughterhouse Floor, Pete and Boz are fucking the shit.
I never heard of them.
Really, they're like two old dudes from like it's a wave that goes on in Britain. There's like more than one act, but that does it. But Pete and Boz are like the two biggest like rappers. But it's really young dudes that write bars. Like they do like grime rap.
Okay.
And then they have old dudes lip sync to it, and that's what Pete and Boz is.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so it's like two like 90-year-old men like
Is this a
rapping.
Violent J song?
Don't be rapping about something up. And a lot of people think it's actually the old guys rapping. It's not. They're dubbing. You know
I
what
never
I mean?
heard of them.
But like a younger person might write a rap about that and that, you know, like that.
Let's check
but-
this out. I never heard this shit either.
I skipped this one.
It's already boring as hell.
What's up? This your boy Tech Nina. It's good to hear you, but it's been a minute since I seen you. Fox demeanor, gots to dream ya. Cause you stay blocked and locked with hops between ya. I know you got a man.
run away.
You stay blocked and because got hops between you.
You got hops between you.
And you look like you need a top-notch watch when your boy couldn't win it with Johnny Cochran. I know he with you and it's cool, but I'm still trying to
I mean, that's a nice little bar. Yeah. Your boy
couldn't win it with Johnny Cochran. Hey, he got OJ off.
I mean, he's always got bars, so I'm not
He's
surprised.
got punchlines at the end. Yeah, it's fine.
He's not impressed.
Czechoslovakia. I mean, if you could rhyme Czechoslovakia in your rap, that's pretty dope.
Shocking you, Czechoslovakia.
All right, moving on.
It up to
5.
bother you.
Oh, I know this one.
Great one.
This is on Vintage Tech, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm almost positive.
Yeah.
Not to make us
Take a bath.
sit in your ass water.
Sit in your ass, water. Yeah, this is a great one. And then when the hook comes, it's like, yeah. Cinnamon, weep it up.
Yeah, this song rules.
Yeah, it's great shit.
I like the horns in this song.
Yeah, this is just a banger, classic banger. Anytime you get a really high snared boom bap with a horn, you got a banger on your hands.
I love it. Such a fucking pro.
And after this album, after you heard all these types of flows that he gave you, it was really hard to hear anything new after this album.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, this album, this Tech Nine is revolutionary. I mean, people who are getting into him, like hearing this kind of shit, like, what do you even think if you've never heard some shit like this? No, this song rules, man. Tech Nine rules.
And it's one of those songs where the hook just goes. There's more rapping in the hook than there is the verses.
Yeah.
Shocked.
Plus, I actually just want to bump in a ride with some sneakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear like nice bass line.
Recut.
Yep. When he was
Dude, he was
forming,
Oh, sorry.
I think this is dope.
Yo, I love this song.
he was like forming his super team.
Yeah,
at this
dude.
Point. It was like
he
when
was
Cut
putting
and Chris.
he was
were-
putting Cut and Chris on like Jay was putting Twisted on. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, last track on it.
Best song, one of the best Tech Nine songs of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah, same.
Ending it on a
I
banger.
know almost every word of the song. I think I can hit almost every word.
This
still to
this
day.
song
It's
is
been
like
a while, but
this
fuck.
is classic Tech Nine, man.
Yeah, dude, this shit is the shit.
I mean, as soon as this beat drops, it's like the weirdest shit ever.
It's a great. It's fucking amazing.
I remember hearing this like for the first time and fucking my jaw dropping to the floor. I think like I turned it off and just like turned to Derek and was just like, "This is gonna be the greatest album ever released. Like, it's gonna be the greatest album ever released." From me when you see me, never look into my eyes.
Your infection crowds my daily, so this can't be paradise. When you walk, don't come my way, and don't dare honk at me when you drive.
I just want to listen to this song. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, I know exactly. Right, for real.
I didn't listen to this song all week. So.
You're my type of control, and you'll never want it for your mama. I really despise your karma, so come on, I disapprove who you wanna. I see what you people can offer. I wonder what mommy taught you. If it was up to me to cheat, I would have sought your alternate culture. I hate what you become. Hate watching your freedom. Hate watching your reruns. Hate giving you refunds. I call them how I see them. When I see scum, I free from Salesian. Cerebrum, I see none. Stupid or just really dumb. Hate seeing your whores. Hate cleaning your floors. Hate doing your chores. Won't be in your wars. Fuck being your
Check this song out on Vintage Tech.
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't have the bonus disc,
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
power.
I'm sure it's also on Spotify and all the stream. Like streaming's made shit a lot easier. Like just type in the Grinch with an E, and
Yeah.
boom, you got it. You know,
I wonder if that was a stylistic choice or if he like felt he had to do that.
what's that? Oh, the Grinch with the E. I would think probably. That's a good question,
Wait.
man.
How it's spelled with an I?
If you look at the Grinch, like the movie, like the cartoon movie, it's spelled with an I, Grinch.
Never noticed that.
But the track is Grench. But that's like Grinch, like trench. He spells it like trench, as opposed to, you know. I don't know if there is a reason for that. I would think copyright reasons, but
Yeah, probably.
maybe he spelled it because he's not necessarily
He's not saying I'm the Grinch like I hate Christmas. Like I just hate you, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what he's
yeah.
saying. Like,
I'm a Grinch.
Yeah, I'm hateful as fuck.
The way the Grinch
About life in
became was like,
general.
oh, that motherfucker's just a Grinch. He's just an asshole.
Yeah.
He's he hates shit.
Oh, Blevy. That was the name of his album. I forgot. His second album was Feature Presentation.
Boiling liquid, expanding vicious explosion. I believe whichever way you want to say it. You know what I'm saying? It's called Walk with a Limp.
Know what I'm saying?
Featuring Big Chris
When he
Kane.
talked, he was rapping. He didn't have to rhyme.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, I know, right?
the way he talked when he did interviews, he was rapping.
Yeah. He's almost like an auctioneer or something. Big Tech 9 running the race. You know what I'm sizzling every time getting a 5150 when I'm getting on top of them top hats. You're like, whoa.
He had almost like he had Jay energy. Honestly, like early like
that
old
sounded
school
like
Jay.
some Uncle barbecue music. Like you walk out back, your uncle's cooking up some steaks. He's like,
Joplin, M.O., Missouri, baby.
He's got a bunch of concert footage on here.
2002, baby. Is this 60 frames?
Jay the Country Singer. You got to go back and listen to The Grinch, bro. That is a fucking legendary single of his.
Check out Tech Nine's Absolute Power. The
Yes.
bonus disc has all kinds of cool shit on
It's
it.
the shit, man.
Listen
it is a
to-
fucking epic
I
album.
mean, this album is amazing. It still holds up to me. I was
100%.
disappointed when I was Googling. I Googled Absolute Power. I was looking for some shit earlier, and I stumbled upon like this guy who reviewed it. He must have been a young guy. He reviewed it in like 2016. He had a
Yeah.
whole like blog post where he went track by track,
Yeah.
hating on every fucking song.
Fuck
I was
that
like,
guy.
I mean, it was unbelievable the shit I was reading. I'm
Really?
only bringing that up because like it just goes to show that like maybe he doesn't speak to everybody today. You know, like this kind of shit
Yeah.
might not hold up for a lot of people.
I doubt it does because, dude, modern hip hop does not sound like that. Nothing like that. Absolutely.
Yeah, modern rap is what I've noticed. The big thing about like modern trap is it's an odd parallel because
All right, make it a
I
quick
think-
point.
I was gonna say Tech Nine does have a lot of style and substance, but I think mostly now it's more about like repetitive melodies. That's
Yeah.
what they like. You
That's
know,
he's trying to appeal to the masses more almost. you feel.
Yeah, they come up with one melody and they
Yeah.
repeat that. As while Tech, as you pointed out, is constantly changing melodies even
Yep.
through the course of one song.
Yep, through the course of one fucking verse.
Yeah,
you
one
know?
verse he has 4 different styles.
Yeah.
So that's I think why it doesn't mesh with a lot of people because they have to pay to it's constantly switching up. They can't get in that vibe that they like. So yeah.
All right, let's
I
wrap
can
it up.
vibe, but-
You guys got anything else you want to touch on before we go? I mean, that was a fun
Boobies.
Yeah, I love to touch on boobies. That was a fun trip down memory lane, man. I'm happy we went through this album.
Absolute
we're,
Power. Definitely in my top 5 albums of all time. Hip hop. Love it.
Agreed.
Fucking-
We're trying to get the social nice and poppin'. There will be more like cool contests, ones that everyone can win.
Hey,
no
hey.
matter if
Nobody called in for the tickets, so we'll give them away on the web on our socials. So
yeah, we'll give them away on the social. Be on social and look out for those tickets. We'll be giving those away. Also, but there will be actual contests in the future that anyone can win. You can win these dope ass fucking shirts. We're even going to have contests where we'll pick out dope shit from Hatchets, from the actual Hatchet Gear store. You know what I mean? So you can get some official Psychopathic merch. We'll pay for it.
DeckOneDell.com, at DeckOneDell, on all the socials. Hit it. Let's shuffle the fuck up on out
Next
here.
week's show's going to be the shit.
We'll see you guys next. Yes, be prepared.
Be prepared next Sunday, motherfuckers.
See y'all. Peace.
It's going down. They ain't ready. They ain't ready.